Boys. Last session, it was kind of mid. Not a lot happened. In the center of Equinox at the Erebos Council Room.
Just run it down real quick. The boring session that it was.
Yeah, I mean, just snooze fest. The Autarch, living god king of the preeminence, began his speech in the Erebos Council Room.
That was last session?
Yeah. Yes.
That was last week.
A lot happened, but it was boring, you know.
Happened. I thought that was 2 different sessions.
No.
Crazy.
If only we could be so lucky.
A bit of a story was put together. A bit of a fabrication and a direction for the preeminence. Something that all Kismets can agree upon. The hatred of spirits. The Autarch used this in probably the closest that the preeminence has been equally to its most dangerous war yet, and to peace, hinged right on this argument that he was making. For the entirety of the preeminence to essentially focus their attention onto the Heavenly Concord as a common enemy. With reports and observations against Shora Morningstar, the heir of the Concord in its entirety. Not much in the way of rebuttal was given outside of defense for his immediate actions. Just as it seemed that the different factions were starting to agree, starting to, even directly in front of you all, split up who would get what part of the Concord after the war. A blast sounded out from the center of the stadium as 10 sentinels descended from the sky and rushed into the crowd, headed by one in particular. Looked a little bit different, had smoke coming out of a broken helm with almost like countless eyes scattering it. Within this chaos, immediately, our group, the shattered and broken Squad Azenmir, leapt into the center onto the dais and attacked not the Autarch, but Zaleska, defending the Autarch from her attempted assassination as she stabbed him through the back. However, with the interference of Crane Izora, his ascension already begun, apparently. They were no match for 2 divine. Or 2 ascended, I should say. Holding the power of the divine. Fenris was defeated. His head severed from his body and tossed in 2 different directions. And the Autarch fell. Zaleska, grabbing his body, came back to the dais just to see that in his last moments, he had sent away the witnesses of what happened in some sort of hopes. Maybe just to get random people out. His last bit of peace. Or as the only witnesses to what happened in the center of that stadium. To ensure your escape. Who knows? He's gone. But, in the midst of the teleport out, almost being stopped by Zaleska as she absorbed the ascension energy back that she seemed to have already from the Autarch, in immeasurable power radiating out from her, almost teleporting with you all, was just barely swatted off by Rokita and Shoro. as you all
Javon.
and Javon, yeah, and the spirit Javon. I need to change their names because there's two Javon spirits. He's technically Javon, and then there's Javon. As you all teleported out, unsure where you landed, very quickly narrowing it down, however, to the Rumazal Desert. You three, Lydia Jessamine, and Shora's father, Jecht, landed in the middle of these dunes, and with the help of, we'll say, a used up boon and item given to Shora over the course of his training by Odin, Shora was able to traverse at great speeds throughout the Rumazal Desert, channeling very briefly what he saw Kindle do before, and spirit walking all the way back to a mountain near Drathel, but on the outskirts of Drathel to the wax fields. Upon arriving in Drathel, a little bit more chaos happened as the group finally got to unwind, stopped a little bit as Ajax, Deva, seemed to be occupying the current principality of Drathel, current domain of Drathel here. As father and son, the two that know how the pack operates, walked into Jecht's estate to find Ajax, some words were slung back and forth, some vaguely veiled threats, and essentially came down to Ajax has his hands a bit too busy to actually fight Jecht, assuming probably that he wouldn't be back here for a while under safe assumption. But as a warning that he can take his city at any time he pleases. And he can do it with ease. Shoro reminded him one more time of his dead brother in Equinox, as Ajax and his Marquisate left. Some conversations happened between the party. A dire chase, one of the most dire we've seen in all of our campaigns, between Lydia and Shoro, as Shoro planted a kiss on Lydia Jessamine's cheek. One that was not taken well, and she chased him down and punched him. However, very briefly, likely saving his own life, Shoro smooth talked his way out of it into a possible date the next day. Lydia said, find somewhere expensive, spend a lot of money on me, and don't fuck up. As is the Jessamine way. And that, I believe, is where we ended the session. Is there anything you guys want to do the rest of that night?
Me and Evelyn were drinking at the bar whenever they ran out. So,
always some conversation that needs to happen.
Yeah. After summoning the two shot glasses before them of the clear ice,
Cold, yeah.
he would pour 2 drinks for the both of them, slide one over to her. It's been too long since I've been able to sit down and enjoy a drink at a bar.
But you never really get to enjoy a drink at a bar.
I look around. How many people are in here?
Oh, like fucking 12.
I have taken over the fucking bar because the other guy went in the back.
Oh, yeah, you guys put down. Actually, there's probably a decent amount because this is, while it is like a smaller, while it is a smaller town, it's probably like one of the only bars. So
There's probably a fuck ton of people in here.
Yeah, it's probably more. I'd say, yeah, let's up the number to like 40 or so.
Oh, wow. I'd just look around. Yeah, it is a little crowded in here, but I'll take it.
Let's get some tavern music. We don't get to play tavern music in this campaign a lot.
So, I was thinking,
Firebomb the tavern.
it's been so long since we've been able to actually talk. I thought we could make a game of it. Have these 2 drinks.
Oh, I do so love games, Rokuda.
We call it Jessamine Poker.
We'll go back and forth, and we can
Snake
each,
poker.
We can each ask 1 question. If you want to answer, you can answer. If you do not, you have to take the drink.
This hardly seems fair to you, Rokuda.
I'll do my best. If you want to start us off.
I'll let you do the honors.
What are the worm people?
Oh, from the note. You got my note.
Yeah.
Well, apparently some man named Lobo Zul has come down from his high place in the Jericho curtain to give House Modus a wonderful visit of killing them all and turning them into worm people.
Alright.
Imagine if like a bunch of 1 foot long worms clung to your skeleton and then started attacking people with rusty swords. That's about what they are.
For some reason, I keep thinking of the zombies from the Lantern Fields, but I feel like it's
Aye,
worse.
about that. A bit more coordinated, but still about as stupid.
Was it just like worms using corpses to attack, or was it
Aye, and then there was a fly man who played a nice flute.
Fly Man who played a flute?
Aye, it's about the best I could describe it, yeah.
You must have seen quite a few things up there then.
Aye, but most of them, to my understanding, have gone back into the curtain.
Interesting.
They were making them out of corpses they took from the Modus.
They took all the corpses.
Aye.
That's unfortunate.
Fortunate at the time. Caused less of an issue. They also did me the favor of taking out most of the Eurasianists.
How many escaped your spear?
Aye. Only a couple of them did at least.
Alright, that's my question.
Aye, a good question it was. Let me think. What actually happened in the North, Rokuda? What did you do?
So, after we parted ways,
Mhm.
I made my way back to the Beltide, seeking a little bit of guidance, and I ended up getting a dream. Something about someone attacking my home, attacking my sister. He said something strange about the morning sun and how he would wipe out my line, but it seemed like he wasn't talking to me. It seemed like he was talking to my father. But after having that dream, I decided that I would want to make my way north, see if I could check in on both Sukiri, having heard about Kefiri, and I wanted to see if I could find a way to Pale Reach to check on my sister. On my way up, I actually ended up running into Freya. She was all by her lonesome with a group of Svitagor, and we made a deal to head up to Sukiri together for safety in numbers. We got to Sukiri, and almost immediately upon me getting there was a meeting called to the central plaza where Kefiri announced that Asami was dead and that he is the new leader of House Navi, taking her crown for his own. He also discussed the Northern Conglomerate breaking away from the Erebos Council entirely and forming something new. Had a few days in Cimmeria with Freya. Met Jericho Novi. Went to see one of his plays. And that fateful day is when the auditorium was attacked. We were just looking in the stands at Connor Naire. He was there as well, thinking something strange was going on, as did I. And we were just watching the play, but also keeping our eyes open for anything strange or suspicious happening. And within mere seconds, thousands of innocent people were eviscerated by falling bombs of metal. By the time I could even react, Juliana Cartha, Izora Crane, Jonas Roxas, and 2 other Roxans of the Branch family had descended upon the auditorium and started slaughtering more civilians. Kind of pauses for a second, his hand kind of like shaking just a little bit against the bar before it stills. Lord Naire jumped into the fray. Was actually doing a damn good job. Almost managed to kill Jonas and Juliana by himself. And then, like in Equinox, Izora Crane did his tricks and rewound all of it, making them perfectly fine while he was still injured. He barely managed to escape with his life, and so did I. I got separated from Freya in the bombing, but as I was escaping, both Kafiri, his golem, and Juliana were all looking for me. I barely made it out through crafty use of my abilities, and I managed to make my way outside to the forests outside Cimmeria, where I found Jonas, extremely wounded. But I couldn't take him. In that moment, I was depleted of everything I had, and trying to take him out would have made it harder to try and find Connor. So I left him. He's still alive somewhere. I don't know where.
I am sure he'll crawl up under any rock he can find.
And I'll be waiting. But, during the battle, Kafiri jumped in, and I noticed Izora standing off to the side with a golem with him, recording the entire event. And I could tell Izora was influencing Connor's attacks, shifting them at the last possible moment, rewinding them so they would not connect with Kafiri, otherwise he would have won. But after searching, I found Connor, and we were barely able to escape through means I don't understand fully. And that's how I ended up with the Concord. And on my respect for House Jessamine, that is the truth.
Roguru, you know, if I wanted to make you tell the truth, I could. So I trust you.
I appreciate that. Alright, next question. How's Solomon doing?
You should still be in Eden. So, fine as you can be, I suppose. Not exactly happy about things.
I can assume only so. Nothing that could be done for him still?
Not anything we found has worked. But we're still finding things, so who knows?
If anyone could find it, it is the Secret Keepers themselves.
Aye, and when the war in the West calming down, we'll have more opportunity. But for now, he's resting.
Good, good. I do hope to see him again here soon, if we survive that long.
Aye.
I'll take the shot from my glass and just toss it back and pour another one for myself.
You all can see the barkeep comes up and just like slides 2 more shots onto the table and walks by, just as he's going.
Perfect.
Fair enough. Ah, Rogara, what would I want to ask you? What would I want to know?
I'm an open book.
Aye. How's Odin doing?
About as well as he can be. I'm sure much worse now. I mean, reforming the Heavenly Concord, starting to take land and expand themselves. So trying to do a little bit of growth, but I can see the toll it puts on him. And I'm glad that Shoro's there, at least to help him bear the load, as well as I do.
Aye, Rogara. The last time I spoke to him, he didn't sound well.
From what we understand now about his asterism being revealed to everyone, I wouldn't be surprised. Not so much a secret anymore.
No, I suppose not.
Speaking of spear from before, I see that you've acquired a new one. What's the story with that?
Aye, it belonged to the man. Less the man. The person who was possessed by the spirit we're hunting, who stole the Ouroboros egg.
It was
It was his
possessed.
sword.
It was Ravi's.
No, not Ravi's, the man before. Zahir.
Ah, I see. Interesting. You said it was a sword before,
Aye,
and now it's a spear.
seems so.
Interesting. Did he put up much of a fight?
Not much.
Just kind of like tap my fingers along the bar counter, just looking around.
Yeah. Is Odin serious about what he's doing? Asterizing people.
I mean, I wouldn't call it asterizing people, but more of the belief that instead of asterisms being gifted from the constellations to us, that we have pieces of the constellations themselves within our bodies, all of us. Therefore, we are all worthy of that kind of power. But it's not that you need the asterism to be strong. It's that the only thing that separates you from someone else is their asterism. I think it's a good message. How are you doing, Evelyn? Truly. After everything that's happened.
I'd say I'm doing pretty well. Made it out of Equinox fine, won the war. Killed Jalmendi. I think things have been on the up and up. And once we're done down here, Asphodel's next.
That's if we can make it past the divine in the central region.
I'm sure they'll keep each other busy for the time being. Have you spoken to your father at all?
No. The last message that I sent to him was through your mother, warning him of things to come with Kafiri and Navi. That was before we even fully embarked out onto the west. Before we went to the Beltide even.
I don't think you have to worry about him. Kaveri seems overconfident.
My father is anything. He is tactical. He knows that his troops are wounded after an extremely long war, but he's not going to put himself in a position of weakness to be easily conquered by Navi.
You guys hear the door open as Shoro, rubbing his cheek, walks in.
Ah, welcome. Come join us. I'll pull over.
Says it at room volume in the massive tavern.
Shoro!
Yeah, there you go.
Over here!
I'll walk over and sit at the table.
Walk over. You see Rokita and Evelyn here talking, and you.
Drinks.
I'll
slide
slide
you
you
over
over
a
a
shot
shot glass.
I'm just holding my hand on my face like this. And then when I sit, put my elbow on the table and keep my hand right there.
She get you good.
Hmm?
She get you good.
No.
That's a lie, but alright. We were just playing a game. Going back and forth, asking questions. If you want to answer, you can. But if you don't want to answer, you take the drink.
Sounds pretty fun. I like games.
Well, she just asked me a question. What do I want to ask? What did my brother say?
All back in Equinox.
Mm-hmm.
Just small talk. I don't think he thinks she did it though.
That's good. I wish I had a chance to speak to him before the shit went down.
Aye, well, your brother's quite smart. I'm sure he got out of there fine.
One could hope so. Sentinels are formidable. But if it's anything to say, we killed 2 of them. 3 of them.
Aye.
See the door open again as Lydia walks in her armor and just kind of moves her hair back and sees Evelyn over and walks over.
I just slide over a glass next to Evelyn, ready for her.
These are small glasses.
Intended for multiple drinks.
Evelyn just look there. Yeah, just.
Sits down next to Evelyn. She just kicks her feet up onto the table, the heavy metal boots, as the table kind of
Wobbles.
yeah.
Evelyn just puts a finger out to catch the drink. Just.
She grabs the drink and just slams down on the table twice.
Do we have a bottle on our table?
No, he's just bringing shots by. If you want to get a bottle next time he comes by, you can.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
You can get a bottle. As the bottle comes
Fantastic.
by next time, you've got it.
Did he ever play any game?
Hmm.
Going back and forth, asking questions. If you want to answer, you can. If not, you take a drink. Pretty simple.
Hardly seems fair.
That's what Evelyn said.
Aye. Makes sense, and she kind of flicks the bottle as it teeters and go down that whole thing. Wouldn't feel it.
I'm sure you could.
She just leans back. We'll go play.
I just asked mine, so if Shoro you want to go, or Evelyn, however you guys want to do it.
No player can ask the question first. It's only fair.
I'll skip my turn, and he just takes a drink.
Don't think that's how you play.
Can't think of a question.
While we're just playing, Cody, I'll use prestidigitation to cool the liquor bottle, just to make sure it's cold as well.
There you go. It's a little frost all down the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My turn.
Aye.
Just glares over towards Shoro.
The obvious target. Where you taking me tomorrow?
She fills her shot up, downs it, fills it up again, downs it, fills it up again, downs it. 3 shots back to back to back. Puts it on the table and pass.
Alright.
Aye, sure. Do you plan on taking that spirit Avanosh has with you?
I do. Vociferae is a very crucial piece to a big old puzzle.
A solid answer. Everyone just takes a drink.
Alright. Lydia. What was the craziest thing you saw on the Western battlefront?
My
In the
dad was
West.
fucking snake.
Probably the head of Kamari Jalmendi melting in front of me.
Wow. How did that come about?
That's 2
Easily.
questions. Cheating.
You didn't even play.
He's taking your question.
That's fair.
It came about easily. Roku. She just downs another shot.
It's been so long since someone called me that.
I guess that means it's my turn again, huh?
Yep.
Aye.
Evelyn,
Aye.
do you plan on letting me take Vociferae?
If you think I'm gonna stop you, I wouldn't have invited you. But if you're asking my opinion, I don't think it's a good idea for you.
Your turn, Lydia.
Just gets up from the table, takes the bottle, drinks about a third of it, sets it down, and just walks upstairs.
Oh well. Down to 3. The originals.
Down to 3.
Jin's ghost.
We just have a shot glass set out for him.
That's much more sad.
Iroh could have went to you two run into Desmond. I saw him there. Or did he just interrupt the meeting on his own accord?
We met him at the Concord. He came there. Thought things were as fishy as they seemed and looked with Kafiri. Shoro.
Hmm.
What happened after Lydia chased you from the bar? Take your time, I know your brain's still calming down.
Slams his cup on the table, gets up, and walks upstairs.
Fair enough.
Down to 2.
Down.
The OGs.
We're talking one shots.
My one-shot partner's dead.
He's an old man now.
I'd like to think that Shoro like starts walking upstairs and then realizes he's sleeping at the estate, right?
Yep.
So you start walking up and then just have to walk back by the table and just like smack Rogan on the back of the head, just walk
The fuck?
and just out the door.
Fucking asshole.
Evelyn takes the bottle with her. Well, Rokuda, I'm gonna go take a look around. And she just drinks from the bottle and just walks out the door.
I'll go with you. I want to see more of Drathel.
Trail behind her. Evelyn, spear in one hand on her back, bottle in the other, just sipping it.
Drank. You all go back outside to the pungent smell of Drathel, the thick wax smell that's in the air. Not quite used to it yet.
Clear out
you
your
can-
sinuses every time.
Yeah. You can see almost everybody like outside of like bars and stuff. It's kind of like lighting up at night. At night as well, it is much more potent, the smell. You can see all of the braziers burning around, and the closer that you get to them, the stronger the smell is. You can see all of the buildings like lit up, and people are outside almost. It's hard to see somebody standing outside that's not smoking.
As we walk past one of the braziers, I just like my nose wrinkles a bit. It's a fucking wax in the braziers too.
I think so.
Fucking hell.
You all already went by the wax fields and saw that there's not really a ton.
Yeah, I'm not
to
expecting to
Draco,
see a ton here.
Yeah, it's just like you kind of just walk through the muddy grasses and stuff. How like are you just going around the outskirts or
Yeah, the outskirts of the
just
town.
walking around? You kind of get out to the outskirts and such. You can see a forest off by the side, and you kind of this is way too upbeat. You kind of pause for a second, Evelyn,
Mhm.
and you see this like small forest with like one tree in particular that's like going out towards a field, and you can see a couple barns scattered in the field. And you walk up towards one of the trees, and kind of pause as Rokudo, you walk up behind her, and you can see a bunch of like etchings and scrape marks all along it, and a series of like daggers and like needles that are kind of like partially underground. You kind of like pick and look one up, and it looks like the ones that Jin would keep in his hair to whip out. And it looks like there's just a bunch of just like holes and like slashes in the tree.
I'll kneel down and like pick up one of the needles. Is it like dirty, like super dirty?
Yeah, they've been here for a bit.
All right, I'll prestidigitate it clean, and just like turning it over in my hands. Didn't think I'd get something to remember you by. It's quite so
You can-
physical down here.
You can see this one of the bigger ones. It says, "Don't fucking touch," J.
That's perfect. And I'm gonna slide it into the ponytail, that my hair's in.
The holder.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
There we go. Wonder if those are the barn. One of those is the barn that Shoro grew up in. I grew up in as a light using of it.
I slept in, studied in.
I feel like study is another interesting word for that, but I got one more question, Evelyn, if you'd entertain it.
Sure, Rocket, I love entertaining your questions.
Why, in your opinion, do you think it's a bad idea for Shoro to take Vociferae?
Pause for a second. Cause that thing's not really a spirit, Rokada. It's a devil.
A devil? How do you know?
When we were in the Magharibi, I found the diary of the man that the spear belonged to.
Dead.
Just froze for
Dead.
an instant.
Dead. And he wrote down all his little thoughts in it. His madness. The dedication of his work to making this. And she'll touch the spear. In that spirit, Vociferae saw a weak, vulnerable man that they could use for their own ends, and they used them. Why else would it take the egg but to lure Shoro over here?
That is an
Why would it
interesting
work with Avanash?
I wonder why Avanash would want the orb, though. Why he would keep it. He knew he was going to draw the Jessamane's fury on him.
Aye, but even if he left the orb and with the Zhao Mendes, we would have came anyway. He killed my grandfather. He's not getting out of this alive.
I didn't get to talk to Titus much, but I do remember seeing him when I lived with you all a few times.
Aye. He was a good man. A happy man. Deserved better than this.
Good and happy. Attributes that are rarely found here in the preeminence that I'm finding.
Aye.
He'd probably, while talking about him, Evelyn, just kind of like a blank in the middle of talking about it, just staring off, just get like the flash of the vision of Junia watching him get ripped
Yeah.
in two
Yeah, it's so fucked up.
by Avinash.
But there's one thing my grandfather wasn't. And that was a fighter by trade.
Damon was the more warrior-like of the two.
Aye.
You know, you're very lucky, Evelyn.
I count my thing lucky in some things.
What I would give to be able to see my siblings every day. Syndra's an adult now. Should be getting her markings any time. If she hasn't
Aye.
already got them. Now that's someone I really do hope to see again.
You should make time, Rokuda.
Well, whenever I can make the about year and a half journey up to Pale Reach, if I don't get executed at the gates for being exiled, I'll try. But who knows?
Aye.
Maybe this information, if I bring it to my father, will put me back a little bit into his good graces. Although if my brother died in Equinox, it's not going to be good.
Aye.
Roka, give me a perception check. Straight roll.
Straight roll. I'll take it.
Evelyn, you can as well.
Anytime I can.
I can perceive.
I can perceive things. Ooh, I
me
am lagging
perceive.
real bad on D&D Beyond.
Make sure your accelerator's back on.
Yeah, if you turned it off, it fucks your D&D Beyond up. I see your roll.
15 total.
Mine's 13. Me and AJ with our plus ones. Fuck yeah, AJ.
Yep.
Really love to see it.
Yeah, it was off, so that might help.
Cool.
Yeah, it does. It
Definitely help.
really fucks it up if it doesn't have it.
Okay. Continue talking.
Sick.
I like it. But if you want my advice, Rokata, if you want to see your father, it'd be to see him soon.
You said I should see him soon.
Aye.
It might be about that time. But I don't know how we're gonna get up there in an expeditious manner.
Because the next time you see him, if you keep hanging around with the Concord, it might be on the other side of a battlefield.
I already expected to do that once I went to the Concord. But who knows? My father is a deal maker. Maybe I can barter trade for favor. Or information for favor, really. I do appreciate the advice.
Of course.
Roka.
I'm real scared.
In the moment as you're kind of like talking to Evelyn, and you are just looking at the slightly like, or the cleaned off dart that you have, the moonlight just slightly breaks through the trees and kind of like shines off of the dart for just a second. And you just see something move over the reflection in it.
What was that? Hold on.
As you say that, Evelyn,
Mhm.
that is a 22, a 26, a 16, and a 27 to hit.
Okay, they all hit. 14 AC.
Good lord. Who's attacking
As immediately as you say it, Rokita, and turn around, Evelyn, that is... Uh, 62 points of slashing damage and you're knocked prone.
Okay. And that's not an injury because it's separate hits, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
As you look around and just see two yellow eyes move, and you just see a blaze of claws slam into Evelyn and skid behind a tree.
Okay.
I will be right back. Can you hold on this real quick? Because I gotta grab my dad.
Okay. What a hell of a point. As Evelyn falls, Rokita, I guess, what do you do immediately? As you just see dust kick up as this figure just skids behind the tree. All you can see are yellow eyes in the dark.
How far are we from the outskirts, like the actual walls or cities of Drathel?
Probably about 100 feet or so.
Okay. I am going to grab Evelyn, and I am going to subtle spell Glacial Shift us 500 feet towards the estate.
This is interesting.
It was Shora all along.
The Autarch was right!
Always has one.
Hi, hello.
Evelyn, as you are knocked to the ground, Rokita grabs onto you and starts using a dimension door. Do you accept?
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, get me the fuck out of here.
With an attack of opportunity,
Okay. On who? Evelyn or me?
Evelyn.
Okay.
Mage Slayer. Yeah. Good shit. Why am I blue? Why am I blue?
On the game, or?
Oh no, that's my TV. Oh, it's like my fucking my fucking camera just lit up blue. I'm like, why am I blue?
That is 13 points of slashing damage.
Ooh, just enough to knock me down.
As you grab onto Evelyn, you see claws skid out from the dark and two yellow eyes just in the night swing by as they carve into her stomach, and you see blood just start pouring out.
Okay.
And you teleport out.
Alright. As soon as I land, I am going to scream out, Jacked! Attack on the outskirts!
Okay. Shoro, give me a perception check, Mr. 28.
Perceive, King.
Yeah.
Perceive.
I just closed all of my stuff. Oh man. 28.
Yep. Do you want to roll to see if you get a d6, or you good with that?
I believe I've actually used them all since we got here.
Yeah, I think you used one in the conversation with the Daven, so
Yeah.
I think they're all probably gone.
Okay. Then you can hear, like, echoing from far as you hear Rokita scream that. Your eyes just, like, flicker over as you're kind of, like, walking back towards the bar, conch in hand, and you pause and look over.
God, what a song.
Guilty Gear's so good, man.
Man, we really haven't rested yet, have we? Oof.
You hear distant glass shatter also. Where do you go to while he's deciding that, Rokita? Are you going near the estate or just the outskirts? As close as you can get.
I was heading as close to the estate as I can get.
Gotcha.
I'm hoping he can't cross 500 feet in 12 seconds.
We'll see.
He probably can.
Tabaxi.
I'm gonna instinctually.
Instinctually.
No, you were close. You got that shit, dog.
Instinctuary.
Shift
It's all the feathers on your
and
cowl stand up.
fucking Dragon Ball style. As soon as I shift from the back foot, just a kick and a dust is left as I'm dashing 80 feet.
Straight towards the estate.
Yep.
Rokita, as you are just like pulling the unconscious Evelyn,
Yep.
you can see blood just like in a trail from her body as you're just dragging back. What's your strength?
11.
Yeah. You're just trying to drag as you see a figure dart out of the second estate window. You just
Yeah, I just keep
Continue.
dragging, yeah.
pulling Evelyn out.
I'm trying to, while we're walking, if I can, use glacial sculptures on Evelyn's cut to try and seal the wounds with ice so that they'll stop bleeding.
Give me a medicine check using charisma modifier.
Seven.
As you're like trying to do it, and you kind of like put your hand, and you can see some of her side chips inward from being frozen.
Yep. So we're gonna stop that. And yeah, I'll just use my whatever movement I have left. That use my action to keep dragging her. Shoro, jacked.
You see flames appear in front of you.
Oh fuck.
I need you to roll initiative for me.
No. And it's decent, but I'm sure he's going first.
He's not very quick. It's all right.
No,
He's not
totally.
very quick.
All right. We're at 27.
Calm.
Rokita initiative.
16.
Yeah, all of you. Evelyn.
Rolling. 9.
I put 99.
25.
25.
I am first.
Forever and always.
As you see the figure dart from the shadows, you can just see the glowing gold eyes as a foot slams into you.
Yep. Fucking hit me, pussy.
And he does. That's a 32.
I was right. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it just meets my AC.
As it slams into your jaw and kind of like knocks you slightly away from Evelyn, immediately is going to try to go for a coup de grace. Is it 25?
25, yeah.
No, for Rokita.
Oh, on me? Yeah, that hits. Simply nothing I can do about that.
Just is what it is, really. As kicks into your jaw and spins around, wraps his legs around, and just you can feel your spine just pop as he flips you onto your head, and you are paralyzed and take 34 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And you can just see he just pauses in air.
He pauses midair. That's crazy.
Pauses. Yeah.
He hit camera
Cat-like.
mode on fucking Spider-Man. Just
Shoro, as you're rushing and the time has already kind of gone by, you slide out and see the fire lighting over as you see Rokita and Evelyn both on the ground bleeding. You see looking back over his shoulder towards you as the house next to him explodes from fire. Avanash.
How far away?
About 60 feet.
Okay. Turning the corner and seeing the two of them laying down, and seeing the man
Fireball.
standing over them. Shoro.
flowers.
Flowers. What did I just open?
Pandora's
Open
box.
sound
baby.
editor.exe. Shoro kind of like readies himself to dash forward, and under his breath says, "Not in my fucking house." And instead of dashing, he kind of like makes the movement but freezes, and the ground from right in front of Shoro to directly behind Avanash sprouts roots within 60 feet cone, and I will cast Wrath of Nature.
Can you exclude people from that?
It's only targets enemies. The only thing that affects Rokita and Evelyn is difficult terrain.
Alrighty. Is there a save initial? Or top of his turn?
Oh yeah.
There's a few.
So I assume there's not a tree, so I have to make a check.
Yep.
19. Which I believe passes. I think it was a
Yeah.
15? Yeah.
Yep.
So
Crimson Thistle forms.
the tree will sprout kind of in front of Avanash and with claws just lash out at him. It's a dex save.
25.
Okay. He saved.
Spins and just kicks both of the hands off of it.
As a bonus action, Shoro, kind of staying in that crouched down position, kicks his left foot into the ground, and a massive boulder shoots up, and he just punches it as I'll send a rock towards him. That's just a ranged spell attack. Natural 20 for a 30.
Okay. Yep, that'll hit.
Big
Uh,
damage.
That is 4d8.
I forgot. I'm at a.
Oh no,
I
60.
have 1
sorry.
point already, Cody, because I saw Evelyn go down.
Yep.
That is 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
Love it.
I need him to make a strength save.
23.
He passes, so he does not go prone.
It's the
And then
boulder
as,
slams into his body.
yeah, as it like shatters across his his arms as he blocks it or whatever, right as he tries to recover, as I end my turn, Shoro will punch into the dirt with his left hand, and from the shoulder of the armor will sprout vines that grow down into the soil and sprout on Avanash's legs. And I need him to make another strength save.
28.
God damn it. Would it be any different with his athletics?
No.
Alright, yeah. So he's good. And that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty. As you're moving up towards him, you can see he puts both of his claws out. And Evelyn, I'd like you to make a death save to me.
Just shame. Just shame.
As he puts both of his claws out, ready to strike at both of them, you see slamming into him, shoulder checking him is Jekt. Starts slicing into him, and you see Alvanash kind of take a few steps back as Jekt stands over both of them. Avnash, now out of range of them, is going to use three furnace points, and is going to
What does that mean?
try to hit Evelyn.
She's prone. If it's ranged, it's disadvantage.
14, Evelyn?
14 just meets.
Okay, so a firebolt just slams in onto her body. You just see flames crawl across her back as he just kind of like dances backwards with Jekt. You see he flips in the air and launches another one down towards her. Don't think a 12 hits you.
No.
And is going to launch one towards Rokida.
Yup.
Rokida, are you... Oh, you're not down, are you? All
Well,
right,
I'm
so-
paralyzed after getting my back broken.
so
I
it
don't
would
know if
be
I
a-
fell over.
Rokida,
He has advantage against me because of paralyzed, but prone is disadvantage. So it's a straight roll.
You take 11 points of fire damage. As he kicks above Jekt's head, and Jekt kind of ducks down and just stabs into him. You see as Avnash is going back, both of them are looking rough on the ground, Shoro. That is his turn, though, as he starts backing up. It's your turn, Shoro. Rokida and Evelyn are within like 5 feet of each other down.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, this is way too happy of a song.
Alright, lads. I'm gonna do what I can do until I can get to you. So Shoro rips his arm out of the dirt as the vines retreat. At the start of my turn, the tree will make another attack. So that'll be a dex save on Avanash.
24.
Alright, that's never gonna hit him, but we're gonna keep flicking pressure in.
He keeps dancing back. He's not on him anymore.
Shoro will use that position that he's been in and launch himself forward towards Evelyn and Rokida. And
Yep.
as he runs, drops into like a baseball slide. And the mound of dirt that kicks up beneath his feet, he stops himself and shoulder checks it forward. And that'll be a bonus action rock throw.
Cool.
Ooh, that's a 16.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to use his reaction
Oh no.
of aggressive retaliation. As you miss, you see he spins the rock around his body and slams it onto Jekt's head, and you can see his hair like just prickle up more as his senses heighten and his AC increases.
Of course.
My bad. And then recovering from the shoulder check, Shoro will stand at his full height with the feathers flashing out from his arms and his neck as they engulf orange with flame trailing off. And he'll cross his arms like this and just say, "Cimmeria, I'm coming for you," and engulf himself in flame as I'll take on the visual of Cilios and launch my hands forward, and just a massive stream of flame and lightning will shoot forward, and I'm sonic booming his ass.
Okay.
I need... Oh, what save is it? Constitution.
$17.
We failed. So, he takes 34 points of thunder damage. He is pushed backwards 20 feet, and he is prone.
As he goes flying back, slams into the tree, or you guys are back in the city actually, so like slams through like the little like wooden it's called like a palisade or something that is set up, little like wooden pikes that go out towards the edge, and digs his claw into the ground.
And then I'll just kind of wait there for next turn. Hopefully I can do something for the boys.
Broken as you
The lady. And
at the top of your round, go ahead and make a con save for me.
Con save. 12.
Okay. You break up.
Oh, thank Christ. I didn't think that
It's a
would work.
3 paralysis. It's a low DC.
Seeing... So he's prone on the ground, correct?
Yep. And Evelyn is next to you. Like, you can literally see some of, like, her entrails.
Yeah. I just don't have anything for her. So I'm going to take care of the problem. And looking over at Avinash, I raise my hand up from the ground and trace 2 lines with a line over top of them, grasp the shape, and pull down. And in the air above Avinash will be this swirling cloud of white frozen mist, and falling from the cloud is like the Tau gates in like Ghost of Tsushima, where you have to run to them to get the shrine stuff, and they will fall down like Madara from Naruto when Hashirama puts the gates on him, and I will cast Frigid Stagnation on him at disadvantage.
What's the save?
Wisdom save.
Ooh.
Oh, he also has to make a save for the end of my turn.
With a disadvantage, that's 15.
That is a failure, so he is slowed.
What's the save at the end of your turn, Shoro?
Strength.
23.
Passes. One day.
A lot of 23s.
He is slowed, Cody. The gates will essentially slam down and will hold him to the ground as ice starts to creep over his form. Yeah, -2 to AC and dex save, speed halved, no reactions. It can use an action or bonus action, not both. It can't make more than 1 melee or ranged attack per round.
Alrighty.
Huge.
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 Absolutely huge.
And I will use a bonus action to expend a first level spell slot to get a sorcery point back. And that's the end of my turn. I'll get up from prone and walk over next to Jekt in front of Evelyn to shield her.
Jekt kind of like looks up on his turn towards Avinash. Shit. Leans down and pops a cork off and just shoves it into Evelyn's mouth.
Fair enough.
Evelyn, I need you to make a con save.
Con save? I can con saves. Bonk.
You actually
9, good sir.
you don't have to because you're immune. So, Poison.
Poison.
As he shoves a beast folk healing tonic into your mouth, doesn't do quite well to Kismet, but you don't really have to care about it. So, you heal for 8.
Woo!
Yay, she gets her turn. She's up.
Look at what Vic just put in the welcome chat.
Or some, I don't know. So real.
My back. My back.
Evelyn, you're up.
Oh, fuck. Evelyn will use half her movement to get up.
Mhm.
Out of fucking prone. Still a coward, Avanash. Wage war. Andraste. And that
Andraste.
motherfucker's gonna make an immediate attack on this fucker.
Coils out.
No! 11.
11 does not hit, as he will use his reaction and.
No reactions.
Ooh, no reactions. Of course. Not gonna be so foolish. No reactions.
No reaction might work.
As he tries to reach up, the ice around the gate will shoot out and latch onto his hand and keep it down.
Alrighty. As he just ducks out of the way of the homie. Andraste. I just kept thinking of Avnash.
The homie, as it were.
Do we need a battle map for this? This is getting intense.
Is it top of his round or top of his turn or end of his turn for the save on?
Let me
slow?
look.
I made it either way.
Yeah.
I got 23, but 23 again.
Jesus.
End.
At the end. So he has to
Okay.
go through his turn slowed, and then it goes away.
Evelyn's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
You can see as he's barely he barely manages a burst of flame exudes from his body, melting the ice for a moment as he sharpshooters a firebolt that is 19 points of fire damage
Ow, motherfucker.
as he uses another furnace point. And then as the ice reforms around him, he's going to move 50 feet away and then bonus action dash.
Andros to get
Wait,
the
can you use
technical
action
opportunity.
and bonus action on a turn?
Action
cannot.
or bonus action.
Okay, so he will just dash.
His movement speed is also halved.
He'll just get 25 feet away if Andraste doesn't hit him.
Andros, they will fucking.
What is going on right here?
smash him.
What is this song?
Hopefully. 18?
He has a -2 to AC as well,
18 does not hit.
He's good then.
but it's also gone at the end of his turn as well.
As he rushes out and the flames exert out once more and melt all the ice. So that's his turn. Shora.
Down again. Very sad.
Yes, everyone.
Can I
drops
make
again.
it to Evelyn with 40 feet?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah. Run over to Evelyn. And I don't want to risk anything fancy, so I'm just going to use Cilios while he's still on me. Touch Evelyn's shoulder and give her a 4th level Cure Wounds.
Alrighty.
Better than my last few. 20
That was a Chad heal, thank you. I promise to make it ruin his day.
And then simultaneously, the tree will lash out at Avanash again. It's another deck save.
He has to fail it sometime, right?
Mm-mm.
Let's find out. It's a low roll to 19.
He just passes.
It's not a super low roll. He can fail this.
As a bonus action,
Great.
after kind of singeing into Evelyn's shoulder pad, I'll pick my arm back up and the flame will douse into solid rock. And Shoro, kind of Henry Cavill style in that one movie where he's a bad guy spy, cocks his arms
And forms a pocket.
and as he does it, the rocks just shoot off.
There's a bad guy spot.
Forms a pocket. 14.
Banger in the queue.
I know, yeah.
So that doesn't hit.
Does not hit.
Oh boy.
The dashes. You can see this whole round. There's like flames gathering around his feet that are just kind of slowly rising up, and you can see his body starting to shake.
Would I be able to position myself in a way to either A, make it harder for him to hit Evelyn, or make it so if he tried to, he hit me?
Only if
Like, if I-
Evelyn were to go prone. Essentially.
I'm actively prone right now. I
yeah,
might
she
not
was
be when my
unconscious.
turn starts, but
It also
Hey,
we
Matt.
also have Jekt and myself standing in front of her.
So yeah, you can give her more cover.
Perfect. And then, yeah, I'll kind of like just crouch down and like shielding her, and with my left hand, sink my hand into the dirt, and the roots and vines will sprout back up. Strength save!
29. God. It was cocked on the nat one. It didn't take it though.
It's tough. You hate to see it.
Avanos stays winning, baby.
I went.
I'll restrain him one of these days.
Broke it up.
Oh boy, it's my turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Seeing the flames starting to lick up his body, I am not a fan of that, and I don't want him to do anything with that. So, the triangle or the pyramid shape from the center of Equinox will come out. Let me check the range on this real quick.
900.
He's within 90 feet.
Just barely, yeah.
I will flick the pyramid towards him again, and I will say, freeze. Disadvantage, hold monster save.
What's that save?
16 wisdom.
Wisdom. That is a 22 and an 11 that I will be using a legendary resistance on.
All right, that's a legendary resistance gun.
As the frost just starts like crawling up his body, there's a flash of a golden mask over his face that you've seen similar to Shoran. It just melts away.
Okay. That's another point for me. And
Dubsky.
that was my action. That's all I can do. It's the end of my turn.
This is a scary sentence. Jekt knows he's not as fast as Avanash. So instead of chasing him and getting away from you guys, is going to stay with you all.
All right. Fair
And
enough.
the potential of being outmaneuvered here, he flips Epilogue his dagger out and just holds his action. Evelyn,
How far is Avanos from me?
80 feet.
80 feet? I'm not gonna let you get away that easily. Evelyn stands up, drags the spear 15 feet because I'm half movement, stabs it in the ground, thorns sprout from it. Dominion. Field of Thorns.
As the forest, or the city rather, that you all
Just
are in,
melds into wood.
yeah, into wood and thorns that just crawl around every corner and stab into everything.
He would be less feet. So Andraste can probably get to him and attack him, right?
Yep.
Because Andraste would have been on him. Yeah, okay. So Andraste will swing here too. He needs a dex save too. Andraste with a 27.
27 does hit. 22 dex save.
22 dex save passes. Takes half damage from that, so let me do Andraste's damage first for you. Andraste does 8 piercing. 8 poison.
Ooh, max poison.
Yeah,
We
and
take those, we
he
take
does, I think it's 2d8, right, on this. Double check so I don't fucking fuck you over or anything. Yeah, 2d8, so he takes half of 2d8. So he takes 2 piercing.
2 more piercing.
Yeah, 2 more piercing. That's from, even though he makes a save, he just doesn't get restrained. He takes half damage
Right.
in the Dominion cast.
As Andraste comes up and like stabs through his arm, he wraps Andraste up and he bites into his forearm.
That's Evelyn's turn.
All right. Let's see what we can do here.
Anyway.
On Avanash's turn, we are going to first thing see if we can get away from Andraste.
Let's see. On that we always dreamed is suddenly about to flower. Nat 20 for 29.
Ooh.
So, are you gonna try to grapple or?
Yeah, he's probably gonna try to grapple him. 13 piercing.
I rolled low. I rolled really low. I got a 17.
10 poison. And Andraste's plus for this is plus 8.
Come on, Andraste. Come on, Andraste.
18.
Let's go!
17 to 18. As Avinash dashes away, Andraste wraps into him and just bites straight into his abdomen. You can see Avinash away as the flames start going up his body. If you want these now, then I'll take him now. And his eyes just lock on the Shoro.
Great.
Alright. We are going to use 3 furnace points for... Or 2 furnace points for immolation. And... Rokuda,
Yeah.
you're gonna take it. I need a con save.
Can't.
Actually, no. Shoro.
Is this a spell?
It's Shoro. It's Shoro. No.
Con save, eh?
Yep.
$13.
You take 15 points of fire damage. And you are currently immolated. You will take fire damage at the top of every round.
Okay.
As you see flames just engulf Shoro, kind of the mask of Celios over him. And Avinash is going to attack Andraste. Because he's on his ass right now. Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Nat 2.
Nat 2.
Does an 18 hit?
Barely. It's meeting his AC.
Interesting.
So what you're saying is he can't miss on Andraste. That to hit bonus is crazy then.
Has 23 points of slashing damage onto Andraste.
Small numbers.
As he just Andraste just kind of like I'd like to think if a snake could laugh.
If a snake could smile while its meal is in its mouth.
Yeah. Andraste's always smiling then, dude. Fucking terrifying little bastard that he is.
All right, Shoro. I'm gonna get an actual map out because this is going longer than I intended.
You thought we were just gonna get wiped.
You
I was
coming
gonna say,
to
while
my
you're getting
friend's
the-
house?
While you're getting the map out,
Yep.
because it was just, it fit. I had the temp HP from when I shifted.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just say that when the fire engulfed and Celios kind of popped through it in and out, Avinash would notice that it didn't hurt as much.
Sick. Whatever that means for him.
Points. Yeah. Temp HP is crazy. I love it.
You should tell Desmond that.
Gonolin.
Gone on. Gonorrhea. This will be the name we're waiting for. This will be the name of revolution. Now, Avinash was the interesting one as far as a model goes. Being a cat boy.
It's just gonna be Ray's model.
Oh, Desmond's in here. Look at that. Desmond's inside the board. Poor Desmond.
Desmond, no.
Never really escaped. the board.
How do you end up in here?
One question I didn't get to ask Evelyn. How do you think Desmond's doing?
Deadsman.
Desmond.
Deadsman
There's to say
Navi.
on the map. So we will use this for this Avanash. Hunched over.
Terrifying.
That's not disconcerting at all.
I need an Indwaste too.
50, 55, 60, 65, 70.
The fuck is that?
Where's what?
Oh, it's okay. Never mind. I don't have my glasses on.
Kick his
that
ass
I
in
just look like
Twaste.
Golem.
Big
Pretty much
Gross
is.
Day.
Actually, we'll use this one. This has little fun double daggers.
Careful.
And it's hooded, so can't really tell as much.
Oh my goodness.
All right, sure. Did you just go?
Oh,
Or is it your
shit.
turn?
No, I didn't.
It's your turn.
Alright. So if he has I had to turn your stream down all of a sudden.
Love Risk Rain.
If he has backed up, I'm gonna assume he's out of range of Wrath of Nature. So
Yeah.
I am going to. How far is he? 30. He's a little tall. That's okay. Shoro, after being engulfed in flame, will kind of like curl down into a ball and then float a little bit, like a foot off the ground, and just explode into a ball of static. And after the blinding light clears, he is an electric blue, almost similar form to Yvonne, but not quite the same.
Alrighty.
And I will run forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
Go on, straight for him.
and can't make it to him for a multi-attack, but what I will do instead is, as I'm running, Kamehameha stance, slide to a stop, and then blast forward, and it's just going to be a ball of lightning with my flavored rock throw.
Bet.
Fuck him up.
Is that strength save?
No,
Good to
this
hit.
is a to hit. Ooh, it's high. That is a 28.
28 hits.
I like big dice. Big dice is fun. Not when they're low though. 29 points of damage.
29 points.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And then that'll end my turn.
Rokuda.
Seeing
Oh, make your con save, sure.
Mm.
But God, Rokuda.
as Shoro's rushing forward, I just want to... just kind of astounded at that. But, seeing the crumbling remains from my previous spell, I will lift it up into the air and toss it back towards Avinash. And as they fly forward, they will become into these, like, serpentine flying statues of serpents that will begin to wrap around him. And first, I will use a bonus action to get a sorcery point back from a first level spell.
Okay.
And then immediately, I will use a heightened spell slow, frigid stagnation on Avinash again.
Slow the funny man down.
17.
Damn, that passes. By 1.
He's making it.
Seeing that happen, I start to like breathe heavily and start almost vibrating in my anger, and the broken prosthetic across my face will start to coat over in blue over the black as I go into temper stage 1.
It's not temper stage.
Or yes. Frostfire stage 1.
Jack kind of like looks, fucking dumbass. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. The hell do you think you're doing?
A thunderstorm in response.
Yep. All right. That's his turn. As he kind of just like tries to like put his hand on you, lightning scatters out. Evelyn, your turn.
Fuck the cat man.
Don't do that.
Draw stake, attack, stab,
Wow.
kill. High roll? Nat 20. He fucked with the Jessamine. He should have known what was gonna happen to him.
Again.
He should have known.
And
Hey, he's
Rosta's
1-0.
going crazy.
He's about to be 0-0. Fucking dead.
No, he's a fire cat, not a fire bird, David.
Fair enough. 8 piercing, 7 poison.
Stupid.
Athletics check.
8 plus 7.
Yeah.
Okay. He's more. No, I'm just kidding.
Just drop that.
23.
23 to hit.
Oh no, on athletics.
Oh, I have to do it again. 29.
29. Good.
Yeah.
He's
So
free
we'll
this
decent
time.
It just blasts out of Andraste's jaw. You can see Andraste, the muscles around his mouth tear open as they kind of like almost start bubbling back, and thorn. Actually, just because Andraste is so metal, when the muscles from the mouth are torn open, thorns sear in and sew them back.
Yeah. That's fucking badass.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So it's... I can hit everyone but Andraste. Mass Cure Wounds is my action.
Hey.
Let's go.
That is 20 health.
I'll
To
take it.
myself, Jekt, Shoro, Rokuda.
All right, Shuro, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
He said, I'm ready.
Damn, Andraste in his 10-foot reach.
You see Avnash's eyes light and dashes towards you.
Let's make
26 to hit.
It hits.
21 to hit.
Hits.
27 to hit.
Hits.
20 to hit.
Hits. Uh,
26 to hit.
roll- Yep.
5 attacks.
Roll them separately because I have to make a con check for each.
Okay. $13 points of damage.
Okay. That's healing. 13 points of damage. And pass the con check.
Did I say 13?
Mm-hmm.
It was 14, I'm sorry.
That's right. I still passed it barely.
Another 14.
Okay.
Just gotta be to 10, Calvin.
Passed it.
Another 15.
Passed it.
Another 15.
It's a 12.
Yep. And 10.
Passed it.
And all of his attacks hit, so he gets fatal opening. I need you to make a dex save.
Sure do, don't you?
He's Riven. He's a combo character.
So it's this -1. 13.
You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as he slices in, and with the final one, he gets close to the ground and kicks straight into you. You are pushed 20 feet in any direction that he wants. He's going to kick and like almost kick over his head towards this way to stay within Andraste's range. And because of the kick, everything landing, fatal opening, he can use coup de grace as a finisher. So, as he leaps onto you for the final attack, digging his claws into you, that's 40 points of fire damage.
Okay, and that's a nat 20 con save on my part. Hopefully, nope.
Oh.
So, I drop the fucking the lightning monkey form.
Yep.
I don't know what to call it.
Thunder
But-
ape.
Thankfully, because of spirits, I took no damage.
I'm gonna get the radius thing out here, Cody, too, so you can see the fucking
Okay.
hell that is the Dome Minion. It's right here. So Droste was there.
And then
God damn.
that was his actions. You see the fire still building up around him. He's going to use Obsidian Comet. I need you to make another dex save.
That doesn't sound.
16.
Failure. You take 7 points of fire damage. As he dashes through you, he's going to use a second one on you as well. He's going to use every charge on you. You take 7 points of fire damage. You take 10 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Another 10.
Okay.
4. And 10. As he gets on all fours and just dashes over and over through you, just searing you with fire every time he passes through. Until he lands in front of you. You can see him in front of you. Come out, Celios. I'll be the one to save them, not him.
Going crazy.
That
With
is
the,
Avinaash's turn.
Perfect reaction.
Yep.
As he says that, Shoro will just kind of reach up, grab the top of his head, and lift himself over Avinaash and jump back towards Jekt. That's 5, 10. And landing back on the ground, fucking panting. He's, oh my god. If it wasn't for the polymorph, I'd be dead. He did.
Just a little bit.
Let's see. The
He did at
polymorph
least
had-
41 with the obsidian comment.
The polymorph had 157 HP. He brought me down to 37, broke my con, and then brought me to 52 from 100. So I'm scared now.
He used all the charges though.
Wait till we find out next turn that they recharge every turn.
Is that your turn, Shroud?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, in that case,
Polymorph again.
you should have said so.
You should have said something, my friend. I was prepared.
When I land, and I'll stand back up again. You want Celios? I'm gonna make you wait for it. And I'll cast Polymorph again. And this time, it's fucking just this, we'll say like 11-foot tall, pure lightning spirit. And its arms are abnormally long, almost like Wendigo-esque features.
Bugbear.
And I'm gonna use a new form. This one. Let's see. Alright, so it's just, I'm just gonna make an attack. With a 10-foot range. I really need this to hit. Really? No.
Just
I
know,
can't.
Calvin, you have an inspiration from the last news from Equinox.
You're right.
As do you, David.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it right now, actually. Because I really need that. Okay. 22.
22 does not hit.
What?
Oh, it's not even a 22, it's a 21.
Also does not hit.
Oh yeah, his AC went up. Fucking mother. Okay. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Rokada.
He did a lot of damage to my buddy, so I'm getting it real mad. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, I'll go. I was 25, 30. I'll go right here. And once again, I will form the pyramid structure again and throw it at the feet of Avinash. And disadvantage wisdom save for hold monster.
What do you mean? He's just a person. Why a monster? 16.
That's my DC. That's another point! And bonus action, seeing that failed, I will take some of the ice from Andraste and bring it back into myself, and I will spend a 3rd level spell slot to get 3 sorcery points back.
Alrighty. Andraste just be holding your eyes.
No, just chilling on the ground for real, for real.
Oh,
With
God,
all his
no.
hands.
Hey.
That's the end of my turn.
Give
Eject.
me- I'll be back in 1 second. Somebody's posing as my uncle on Facebook, and I want to make sure that my grandparents don't fall for it.
Great.
He just sent me a friend's request. He's only got 2 friends, and it's not him. I'll be right.
Slice
They're
them up,
cleaning each
Eject.
other. You're cleaning each other over there.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah, Jack is going to go up and bold of you to show yourself this far west, buddy. Jack kind of rolls his arms and let's go back. And is just going to dash towards him with that blog.
Hell yeah.
Do it, Jack. DPS check the motherfucker before he enters rage mode.
Jack only hits 2.
I'm okay
But-
with Jack hitting anything.
Jack
Okay.
does a lot of damage.
Yeah, I'm okay with Jack hitting anything. I ain't gonna hit shit. And trust they might hit him.
34 points of slashing damage. As you see Abinosh just moving quicker and quicker as the fire ramps up hotter and hotter. And as Jack stabs into the wound that Andraste caused when he bit him, tears upward towards him. Avinash palms the dagger out of Jack's hand. He reaches in with the second one and quick stabs into his chest and pulls the knife out. You can see it's studded and rips through his skin on the way out.
Fuck yeah.
You see, I'm not gonna. My fight's not with you, Vamore.
It's with Vamore.
It's with the Morning Star. Jack goes, well, luckily you got me.
Fuck yeah.
Cracks his shoulder. Evelyn.
Evelyn Jessamine. Andraste, kill.
Andraste,
Sick.
do
attack.
things.
22.
22 does not hit. You're gonna need a bigger ukulele.
Okay.
We're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Touch Jack, protection from energy. Fire.
Ooh. With the holy flames of the admonition surrounding Jekt as he walks forward, you see Avinash kind of looks around.
That's not fair.
Is going to just jump back.
Yeah, I know who hits hard. I know who hits hard here.
20, 25.
Hit him, Andraste.
I'm gonna bonus action disengage. I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, that's fair.
What is the save I need to make to leave?
Charisma.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Charisma saves, huh?
That's a 2. Legendary resistance.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. We're breaking through. You can see Avinash is. You can feel his heartbeat against yours, Evelyn. As the admission just. Not many can overpower the charisma and being of the admonition. But flames cloak around him as he sears through the outside of your dominion. And with an action dash, he will get 100 feet away.
Yeah, you little cat bastard.
Let's see. Rushes off, leaping through the trees. Shoro will just say collapses to one knee. Rokita?
You say he's within 100 feet still.
Yes.
I will shorten the distance 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And taking out the dagger just because I want to take off some pot shots as he's running away. Third level Scorching Ray, as well as 4 charges from the Casterian meld towards him. They're all at disadvantage, so we'll see if any of them hit. First one. Nope. Second one. Nope. Third one. Nope.
Just all
Fourth
the same
one.
roll, really. Just every one of them.
Nope. And now for the other ones. For the 4
Disadvantage
charges.
does kill, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. For the
It's
fourth
a killer.
ones. That sucks. Fifth one. Nope. Sixth one.
We're just really full stacked, like.
22 doesn't hit. The one
That's
good
the-
roll I
that's the
had.
Big pain one, yep.
Nope. All of them miss. All 8 miss. But I essentially go to third stage from that.
Just piss.
Just watching them as they all miss, just the ice
flames.
will start to coat across my face as like the blackish red flames course over my shoulders, and
That's a first for you.
the wyvern flame, or the wyvern-like mask of blue and red will come across my face as I just stand there in frustration.
The flame and ice just almost sparking off of you, off of each other.
Mm-hmm.
You see the distant figure
Fucking Christ!
fade into the darkness. We'll go ahead and take a break real quick,
Okay.
since Calvin's not here.
Let me pause. I need to get some.
Sound like Jimmy Neutron.
As
they have things for everyone now? Still.
as Avinash darts off into the darkness. Look like a real screwhead.
It's a wrench.
Wrench head.
For some reason, I thought you were gonna say skinhead.
You could have said nutcase and it would have made more sense.
I knew it was some kind of like, yeah. Just kind of
Really
think of
throwing
it
a
really.
wrench in it.
This is my backup character. I'm an
Artificer.
artificer.
Yeah. Okay.
Another one.
Shoro fallen to one knee as the rest of you kind of heavily breathe as Avnash darts off into the darkness.
I am immediately just gonna throw a. It's still
Wait.
like very dark around us,
Hold.
right?
It's dark, yeah.
Hold the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
He moved away from me?
He ran very far away from
He's
you.
gone.
Could I have taken an opportunity attack on him?
Disengaged.
He disengaged.
Bonus action disengage from you and then
okay.
draw stuff.
I would have whacked him.
I was gonna say I got gripply claws.
Hate that.
I love it.
As we're all calming down, the blue ice on the left side of my face will travel down to my fingertips and coat these four, and then shoot off in 4 different corners of us, and I will use dazzling lights to just create light around us.
Now I know how the Mori felt.
Jumped in the woods.
He jumped in the wood.
I'm just trying to calm myself down over in the corner, just taking deep breaths as the ice starts to crumble and fade away.
Shoro.
Howdy.
With your passive perception, you see Jack just kind of like staring off into the forest. And you can barely see, with a passive 28, the slightest a tremor to his hand.
To Jack's hand?
Yeah. And you can see as he looks down, it is like a whisper that you can't even hear, but he mouths it. As he kind of looks down, he's faster than me. He kind of like looks back towards you all.
I'll just start expanding the lights a little bit outward to give us a view of our surroundings.
Evelyn just calls Andraste back over. He slithers behind her and she uses him as like the back of a chair to rest on. Just
You are like,
yeah, I'm fucked
Bad
up, homie.
right
I
now.
took 100 damage in 2 turns. I have a D6 health die.
sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Start tending to adjust, man.
4th level cure wounds. It's
Thank
gonna
you, King.
hurt a little bit though.
Oh, it's everything hurts. 17
17
extra.
points.
Thank you, King.
You see
17
Celia's...
Necrons?
What?
You're the one that said 17 points. What do you...
Calvin.
You said 17 points. 17 Necrons?
This
schizophrenia is kicking in.
As Evelyn...
sworn David said something.
You're used to shores like the water going over.
Mm-hmm.
Celios comes out and a burning fire cleanses over your body, searing the wounds shut.
Oh, that's a kicker.
How bad is Evelyn still looking?
She's looking fine now.
And you took no injuries.
I know, right? Everything was separate attacks, baby. We dodged
Insight
that.
check.
Insight check me?
Yeah.
Doing okay.
I got real high.
I'll roll public because I think it's funnier. Yeah.
Yup.
What she says is fact.
There
Might as well
is
go
no
back to the
fiction.
west.
I will 3rd level cure wounds myself.
Oh, no,
second
she's
story.
been waiting down here.
Damn.
I'm used to the fire.
What did you say?
I said, who knows how long he's been waiting down here.
War. What, he ran away almost a year ago or so? A little over?
He jumped us outside the outskirts, over by the barns.
Yeah, he's never been that bold to come to Drathel. Kind of starts walking over towards the house that's still like flickering with flame. Huh. Rumors are true.
Rumors.
Just hadn't seen it. Shouldn't trust what you don't see.
Fuck. Walking over to the building, how big is it still just like an inferno, the house?
It's flickering away now.
Okay.
It's very wet down here.
I was about to say, if I can, any flames that are trying to spread, I'll use a glacial sculpture to like form a wall of ice over and then compress it down.
Calvin's stupid.
Gone.
Wet.
It's very wet down here.
Yeah, you can douse the flames.
Okay.
Should maybe I'll sleep in the estate. Seemed to hit multiple targets, especially if he was just trying to pick one of you off.
I was lucky to shift out of there when I could. He almost took out Evelyn in one go. Fuck, he's fast.
Avinash doesn't mess around. He's a headhunter.
I just kind of like roll the back of my neck as it like pops back into place. Yep, indeed he is.
Evelyn like climbs up onto Andraste, so she's like side riding him. I'm gonna go get my sister.
Calvin. I thought I saw you say something.
Alright, back to the estate then.
Before we go to the estate, let's go with her. Or you two wait in the estate. Guards will at least give you some sort of heads up. I'll travel with her.
Alright. I'll walk over to Shoro and... Or is he like kneeling, crouching? Or are you standing, Shoro?
Shoro's probably staring at a footprint left in the dirt by Avinash.
I'll just walk over and put my hand on your shoulder. Come on. Let's get somewhere relatively more safe. It won't be the last we see of him for sure, but wouldn't do to chase him off into the darkness.
You think splitting up is the best idea, Jax?
If you two can walk, come with us, and then we'll all head to the estate after.
Alright. I will follow alongside.
You all go get Lydia, who had passed out.
I missed all the fun.
Eve, what happened to you? Who the fuck did it?
Aye, the cat bastard came out of the woods.
More like rat bastard.
Mm.
Oh, we got to sleep in the estate. Smells like fucking smoke more than the rest of this place does.
Lovers.
Sure. Head back to the estate. Slowly go to bed one by one.
Do we get individual rooms?
Yeah.
And my room, does it have a window?
Yes. unfortunately.
I'm gonna use my last 2 glacial sculptures to put a wall of ice over the window and in front of the door.
That's very valid.
Actually, I'll do it right before I go to bed so it can last as long as possible.
Cool. Yeah, it is warm down here, so.
I'll let me roll to see how long they last.
5 minutes.
Not that hot. Only 2 hours, but that's 2 hours of sleep I can sleep
You
safely.
can get right into the REM cycle. You
Yep.
can get right in.
Yep.
When he wakes you up to stab you, you'll be cruising. I'm probably gonna sleep in Lydia's room with her.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lydia's with you, kind of like feet kicked up onto the nightstand, and a chair next to the bed.
I am gonna use
Telekinesis to crush Jake's larynx.
I use telekinesis to crush the room that Rokita is in, killing him instantly.
Doing 90d12 force damage.
I'm gonna use, after everyone goes to bed, I'm gonna go to each room and put the little flower sculptures of Rio at the doors.
God, it's been so long.
So if any hostiles get within 10 feet of it, they'll go off. I can make up to 5, so I think that's enough to cover all our rooms.
Yeah.
If I have to, I probably won't give Jack one, but if I can, then I will.
Okay. As you're doing it and kind of like walking down the halls, you walk up the stairs and you kind of get like a flash to you and Jin having broke into the estate, and you running away from Jecht as Rio started mooing inside, giving you all away, and Rio getting strangled by Jin on the floor. As you are kind of like walk up along the balcony and just kind of like look out, as you can almost see Jin for a second on the bottom floor, and you up on the top, almost pissing yourself from laughing so hard. And Jecht just angry. It all just kind of fades away. Let's see. Guard everybody's rooms. And you head to bed. Evelyn. That's you. See, Lydia's just kind of like playing with the pendant that she has. Eve.
Just rolls over in bed. I
Fuck, didn't think you'd still be awake.
She was banking on it.
What do you think I should do about Shoro?
What do you want to do about Shoro?
Don't think it matters.
Well, I don't think you can skin him while we're here. We are guests.
He's nice. He's fucking dumb as the blink can handle.
Fuck, that's funny.
But he's nice. You know, doesn't go after the Jessamine reputation like a lot of the other quarters do. Seems genuine.
I will just talk to him tomorrow and see how you feel after.
But I'm asking, what's the point of it, though? I'm stuck here in this stupid fucking valley. Smells like wax every corner. There's monsters right off the cliffside waiting to eat us. A cat man tried to eat you.
I don't think he wanted to eat me.
overheard your conversation with Mother too. Why didn't she put me in charge of Beset while she was out?
Because Gideon's better at defending the city was his
No,
water.
when she put you there. For the short time you were.
Because I'm older than you.
It's never stopped anything before.
Well, the next time she asks me to run a city, I'll tell her to tell you.
Sorry, I just don't know. I don't see a point in it. The valley's its own little fucking hole. It's not real here. Once we get out, what's gonna happen? Lilith's gonna say, don't talk to him ever again. And what? See him on a battlefield 50 years from now?
Sister, you know I grew up with basically no asterism, right?
Aye.
I learned something from that. You gotta live each day like it could be your last. Aye, today almost was my last.
Aye. If you didn't have Yasters, would have been. Reckon you bless the admonition every day.
Oh, I bless and Draste. Little bastard likes it.
Same for Amaterasu. She's vain.
Aye.
Yeah. It's the same look that people give when Evelyn says Andraste is mean.
Yeah.
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 Don't think-
You can't go in expecting everything to always stay the same. Things change. You grow. You get better.
See, she kind of just gets up from the chair and starts walking around the room more. And am I gonna grow and get better though if I'm lowering myself?
Why would you
Holding
be
myself
lowered?
back?
I don't think I've ever thought Lady Jessamine was holding herself back, but
I don't. That's the point.
mm,
Just kind of nervously pacing back. and
yeah,
forth in the
yeah,
room.
no, I figured.
God, hate men.
Evelyn's just now sitting up in the bed, just sitting there, just watching, just.
No, I've got more important things to work on. Got to refine my domain. Dominion. Trademark. Got to refine my dominion. Got to make sure you don't get jumped by Avinash. Got to avenge my grandfather. I've got to battle for
Aye, but we
Erdom.
won't be able to do those things until we figure out where Avanash is lurking in the rocks.
Whose side are you on?
Just points at herself.
You know, you got in a lot of fights as kids, but you and Gideon, you're the same.
I'm much prettier than Gideon.
He'd tell you otherwise. Goes over towards the window and just puts her elbow on it and scoots the chair over and
Looks down, and Roste's probably out there because she never desummoned him, and I wouldn't desummon.
He's so dumb. How?
She likes him so much.
Don't understand how you can start to court a girl, disappear for a fucking year. Mother's wishes be damned. Does he know who I am, Evelyn?
Oh, Lydia Jessamine.
Just rolling over.
Yeah. She's probably passing out because she's got like 4 degrees of trauma. She's got a fucking concussion too at this point. My head got slammed into the fucking ground.
Just goes back to the chair and sits down again.
Mm-hmm. If you go to sleep, you'll have more time tomorrow to make decisions and train and stuff.
Make a persuasion check. Against Lydia Jessamine.
Oh, yeah. She's got a nat 20 me, dude. It's all over 23. It's turned against me.
Leans back in the chair and just rolls over.
It isn't fucking working.
And you all may take a long rest.
In my room that night, Cody, before I go to bed, I'll probably just be sitting on the edge, holding a blank sheet of paper, and up on the left corner is written Lord Valus. And he's just like thinking back to the conversation with Evelyn. And he's just going over like what he would try to say in this, and almost reaching into his bag and pulling out the quill, he starts to write down words before like angrily scratching them out, rewriting it until the paper is eventually full with black slash marks of ink. And he just crumbles it up and throws it away and grabs a new paper and writes Lord Valus at the top, and then just stares at it again. And then folds it up and puts it back into his bag. And then goes to bed.
Alrighty. Long resting. You all do that.
Say less.
Health, I love health.
We wake up in the morning unimpeded.
I look for char marks around my room.
It seems this jump and assassination attempt to weaken your ranks was unsuccessful.
Pussy.
Listen. Pussy. Hold up. Pussy. Alright. Don't hold back.
Whenever I wake up, I'll leave my room, and because I don't know this estate at all, I will wander around until I can find somewhere where food is.
Excellent. All right. You get down to the main kind of estate level, which is just an open room with a bunch of doors on either side. Kind of just sit awkwardly at the sofa.
Yep.
Waiting on a bondsman or something.
I'll have the little piece of paper out in front of me, just kind of looking at it as I wait.
So we'll have Shora waken up. See Roka
Yeesh.
waiting out in the living room, sitting on a sofa. Whenever you get up.
Good morning, Rokuda.
Good morning. You get enough rest?
Sure did.
Good.
How about you?
A little bit paranoid before I went to bed, but slept pretty well. I woke up and I was feeling hungry, but I didn't know where to get food around here, so thought I'd just sit out here.
The tavern, usually. I assume. Me and Jen used to get bread out of the. Never mind. That's not important.
I mean, bread's good. Anything, really.
You don't want that bread.
Oh. what
Could
do we-
wait for Jack to get up. Could be midday before that happens, though.
I can make my way down to the tavern at some point. What are we gonna do,
Have you-
Shoro?
About what?
Today?
We, my friend, are gonna live. Have you seen Evelyn or Lydia?
Mm-mm. I was the first one up. Since it's just the two of us, couldn't help.
Yeah!
The shippers,
finally!
yeah. The shippers,
Finally!
Couldn't help
Vic,
but
clip it, clip it.
Couldn't help but see how Lydia reacted before you all left the bar last night. Any plans on how to fix that issue? I use that word carefully.
Yes.
Yes. Is it something I could be privy to? Because I could try to help.
No.
Alright. I understand.
What I need. Actually, there is one thing you could do.
Mm-hmm.
You could keep Evelyn busy for the day.
Alright.
It's much easier to talk to Lydia when Lydia is Lydia, not when it's Lydia and Evelyn.
Alright. Interesting choice, because Lydia might just kill you by herself, but
I would rather Lydia kill me by herself than with Evelyn.
fair enough. There's not much to do here in Drathel, so I'll do my best to try and keep her occupied.
Think of it this way. She grew up pretty much the same as you. So, just walk around the city talking about how poor we are, and that should do it.
I'll decide not to take that as an insult, but I understand.
You take it however you want it.
Alright. I guess we'll
Probably whatever you want.
we'll wait.
Make fun
and,
of some locals, bully some kids, I don't know, whatever you nobles do.
Just don't bully children, but sure. I feel like we should wait for your father to wake up, and then for those two, and
Yeah.
then we can figure out what to do today.
Jack may not wake up till like middle of the day. I don't know what he does.
Certainly don't want to go too far outside the city limits. I don't know where Avinash might be hiding.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend leaving Drathel. As little as there is to do in the city, there's even less to do outside of it, so probably stay within the walls.
Alright.
I'm gonna go see if they're awake.
Alright.
And walk past Rokita to the rooms. And as I walk past him, I slap him on the back of the head again.
Yep.
One day, Shoro. One fucking day.
There's 6 of me and 1 of you.
Just shake my head as he walks away.
All right. Evelyn, as you and Lydia wake up.
Ironically, Lydia's probably the only one up right now. Evelyn's probably passed out. She got the shit kicked out of her.
That's fair.
Usually it's Lydia who sleeps in
Yeah.
this fucking time.
It is just gonna wait for you. She'll eventually get up and walk into the main room. Rokita, would you be waiting in there?
Yeah, I'm still chilling there.
Where the bondsman?
I don't have a clue. It's been empty in here for like the past hour and a half.
Wait, where did I go?
I was about to ask, are they gonna have like the awkward like run in the hallway?
Wait, where did you go?
He's
I
going
went
to
to go
find
see
them.
if they were awake.
Oh!
They just pass each other. She doesn't say a word. Just
Yeah,
fucking-
as
We just completely missed each other.
Okay, so yeah, you can knock on the door then.
They probably if Lydia was awake first, she probably hears a muffled Shora outside the door approach and go, "Oh man, I forgot that was temporary." And then a sweeping motion as I sweep up the flowers from the decrepit Rio that was outside the door.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's a
As you go to knock, door opens.
morning.
Eve's still asleep.
I told you she's a snorer.
When did you ever?
When we were in the
He
north
said that.
with
Yeah.
Rosary.
Oh, God. Such a callback. Remember that time, episode 17? Our third?
Our third.
The third trimester.
That's all right. I mean, I came more to get you.
Fucking meme in the chat.
Yeah.
For what?
An explanation.
You want an explanation?
No,
Of?
I wanted to give an explanation.
Lead with keywords, shorter. She steps out of the room and closes the door.
On the fucking precipice, just up.
Where's your bondsman?
You talking about my dad?
That's the patriarch.
You talking about Rokita?
Bondsman to make meals.
Oh. We don't really have those here.
What do you do with the criminals?
Hire them.
So you
That's
do have
funny.
bondsmen.
Sounds like a bondsman.
Yeah, but they have a surprisingly a little bit more free will.
She just kind of like walks by you. Start explaining then. What do you want?
Well, I actually have a certain place I wanted to bring you to explain. It's not far.
I'll let you lead the way this once.
As soon as I hear footsteps approaching the main hall, polar shroud. I go invisible on the couch.
Done.
I'm just gonna.
He's gonna get popcorn and just watch the whole.
I'm just gonna sit there and watch.
As you both walk into the living room.
Rokudo is gone.
Man, Ruka was out here. I don't know where he went. He must have gone to the tavern already.
Is this where we're headed?
No. Just come with me. I'm gonna bring her to the barn.
Okay. So you walk. Lydia in her full plate armor still walks out and looks around. Take all the girls here.
No, Lydia. No, I don't.
You sure? It's classy.
If you'll excuse the decor. Me and my brother haven't really been around to clean the place up. Make it worthy of guests. Especially guests that deserve worthy decor.
You fill in a word count shorter.
Yep. You see, Lydia, the thing is, your sister makes me nervous. Your mother makes me nervous. Your brothers make me nervous. Your dad, he's pretty cool. But you don't make me nervous. You scare me. But not in the sense or the same way that Avinash scares me, Lydia. You scare me in the same way that Jin scared me. Because, you see, the closer I get to you, the more feelings I develop, the more I like you, the more I have to worry about losing you. And, well, when I pissed off your mother, and she told me to not talk to you again until she said so, first thing I thought of was how upset you were going to be, how disappointed you were going to be, and me for letting you down. And I've never really explained this to you, but your name doesn't mean anything to me. I'm not into you because you're a Jessamine. I don't like you for the power that your name brings. I don't like you for the alliance it could create. I don't like you for the money. I like Lydia because Lydia is a good person. And you're different from your family. Not that they're bad, but you're unique. So, allow me to try to make this place as unique as you. And I'm going to cast Druid Grove inside the barn.
All right. What are the descriptors here?
I'm casting the smaller version because I don't want to create a theater show in the middle of the town here.
Sure. Yeah. Barn's on the outskirts of the town.
Oh. Then no, we'll do the biggest version.
Okay.
So a 90-foot cube. And the windows, or should I be more specific, the holes in the wall that we used as windows, when looking through them, it turns into a gray fog that totally seals vision from outside of the barn. And at first, kind of looks a little haunting, but then there's a manifested sunrise that comes over the fog and makes it look like a nice, like, dewy fog morning outside the barn. And the floor of the barn will become a just almost like an indoor field of flowers. The walls are wrapped with rapid spreading vines with pink and blue flowers, and the wood of the actual barn itself in some places begins to kind of reverse its decay, and the whole place just seems like it forms into a natural sanctuary. And floating around the outside of the barn, keeping it safe, will be Celios. I almost said Tamar. Emor. And the two frost spirits. And they'll just kind of be gliding over, each of them leaving behind a trace of themselves every time they pass. So when Celios goes by, it seems as though the sun is coasting through different times of the day. The frost spirits are leaving behind little snowfalls that instantly melt, as if the seasons are rapidly changing. And Emor will follow behind with rain clouds of spring that dissipate as Celios comes back around for summer. And there's just kind of a ever-present gentle breeze that circulates through the whole space.
She kind of walks around as it all forms and Shodo. Admonition himself. Be jealous of the poison upon your tongue. To be able to even affect a Jessamine. Kind of just like walks and like looks out the window and
Lydia, I have been granted a gift through somebody that I consider a mentor. And as hard as it's going to be to believe, he gave me glimpses into the future. And I saw things that scared me, things that made me happy. And then there's missing pieces, things that I wasn't able to see yet. But through all of it, there was really one main thing that kind of floated through my head the whole time. You were missing from almost all of my future. And I'm on a path right now where I'm determined to not let that future that I saw come true in any way. And that starts with making sure that you're in it.
give me a persuasion roll.
I'm so good at those.
An advantage? Regular roll?
It's just an altered DC.
Six. Shora's hair is on fire still from last night.
She walks in. Don't know what kind of spiritual essence you've got showing you things. The Catus do similar for us. I don't see glimpses though. More readings. The preeminence isn't gonna stand much longer, sure. But
We
on
don't need the
opposite,
preeminence.
we're on opposite sides of the country. Of the world.
Do you want if you look outside, not in this space, but on a normal day, and you look at the preeminence, do you want things to stay the way they are? Constantly driven by conflict, political divergence, and the risk of loved ones getting hurt, not knowing who's going to stab you in the back next. Because I don't. And I think me and you, hell, I know me and you could be the catalyst to change it. I need to show Odin there's an alternate route. It doesn't have to be this way. And you need to show almost said Lydia. You need to show Lilith it doesn't have to be this way. Show her the alternate. They can't see it because the proof has never been given. They've grown in a time where war was the solution. And if it wasn't war, then it was dealings in dark. Show them with me that there is something else.
Kind of walks and sets her helmet onto the windowsill. Taps her finger onto it. You sound a lot like the dead man in the middle of the council room. The one that's caused this war for 1600 years. These are dreams, sure. I won't be the one to crush them. But with the way everything's going, I'm afraid I'll be an obstacle. And I don't topple easy.
Shoro will twist his hand, and all of the Druid Grove will minimize into a globe. And he'll hold it in his hand, and everything, including the barn, will be projected into a vision in the sphere. And he'll hold it there. I'd rather die in a dream than live in a nightmare. And click it away and just start walking to the door.
Start walking away. And so you exit out of the barn. You pause it all.
Yeah, I probably get like 3 steps out the door and then like, oh, my shoe. And like stop to tie my boot. Just see if she comes out. And then if not, I fake tie my shoe and get up.
You kind of look back into the barn. You see Lydia still like now just staring at the regular hole in the wall instead of the exquisite window. She's kind of like facing away from you, but you just see. Puts the helmet on after wiping something off her face.
I'll head to the tavern.
All right. Broken up.
Yes. So
Sitting there, invisible.
I was about to say, it only lasts a minute, so as soon as they were gone, it would have faded. And I'll get up and go down to the tavern, and I'll get 2 things of food. And I'm gonna take 1 set, and I'll ask if I can have some like cloth to like carry it in. And I'll take it, I'll wrap it up, and then I'm gonna walk back to the estate and leave it outside of Evelyn's door with just a little piece of paper that says, "Didn't want you to miss food. Get your rest." And I'll go back into the main living area and just eat my food there.
Alrighty.
Imagine Evelyn waking up in like The Grudge, just opening the door, crawling on the floor, grabbing the food, and just
Oh,
she pulls it back.
and just, the door just opens. Just eventually, she does wake up. She does see the food. She does take it. Boom. Just eating at the window.
Would there have been a place in town, Cody, I could get a map of the area?
Yeah, Jack would have one at his estate.
All right, I'll
Kind of go like looking around. They're like, "How the hell should I know? Aren't you living at the fucking estate up there? Fuck out of here, fucking northern fuck.
All right, fine.
Are you fucking coming around here? Look at your fucking clothes. I'll fucking take your shoes."
I'm gonna hold up a bag that has gold in it. I was gonna give you this for it, but I guess not.
No, I'm
Fucking
gonna take
fucking
the gold.
charity, piss off.
Fuck off. And I'll go back to the estate.
You fucking kismet.
God, just a bunch of assholes around here.
Fuck Don, motherfucker.
How's it feel?
All right. You head back and kind of you see out in the front yard looking at the tracks eject.
come up beside him. Just kind of like crouch down.
Can I help you?
Thought I'd get help. If I could.
Well, figure out the could part and come back.
You got a map in the estate.
Yeah, the meeting room. Up the floor. The table. You
Alright.
can unlatch and spin it. It's on the bottom side.
Alright. I'll go and get it.
Go and you flip it. It's like underneath the glass, and it's just like,
Okay. And it like flips around.
yeah.
Um,
I will put in the cartographer the Valley of Aeons.
let's go.
Whoa!
Fuck. Burn it down.
True.
Looking at the map, I'll try and like using my finger, I'll use a little bit of ice to form like circles around certain areas. And then putting my hand down, I will press my hand into the glass and lift up. And raising from the glass will be almost like a geographical, like raised map made of ice with white circles around the areas that I've marked.
Cool.
And I'll walk back outside and hold it in my hands. From what I could see, I can only guess these might be good places for him to hide, being relatively close to the city. And
Where do you circle?
Yeah, let me pull up the map real quick.
Let me just put it on the table.
All right, perfect.
Perfect. Now you're getting it. Now you're in the valley. Whoa!
Loading, 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 keep loading, loading, loading. I'll circle right here, and I'll actually put a circle out over here. Which direction did he run from Drathel?
This way.
Okay. You know the terrain better than I do, but these are one of the few places that I think he might have gone to hide, wait for his next opportunity.
I don't think he'll go to Shoros Lake. Cliffs might be a best bet, but he'll back himself up against the curtain. He won't go in the wax fields. I got too many people over there. He'll just cause a scene and be backed up against the cliffs.
So the most likely area is the cliffs on the right. I guess he could make a large loop around, but he would be closed off.
I fucking doubt it. Not very good with maps, are you?
Learning.
Learning. Alright. He just leaves.
Alright. I'll just sit there and like just look at the map, try and figure out where, if I were Avinash Ravi, where would I go?
Yeah.
Make an Avinash Ravi check.
Yeah, go and give me an Avinash Ravi check.
DC 35.
It is, it's whatever you roll plus your active furnace points. Beautiful. Evelyn, you eventually come to.
Evelyn just wakes up, sees Lee's not there, takes food, eats food,
Yep.
goes outside. She probably kind of finishes what she was doing before she got jumped.
Looking around.
Yeah, looking around.
Yeah.
Getting a feel for the area.
You got most of it down. So you
This
kinda,
time
like,
with
re-loop.
Andraste.
Yeah, with Andraste, yep. As you're looping around the final kind of like spot over there again, you can see Lydia just very quickly walking south. Full suit.
Full suit.
Yep.
Oh
It's
god.
like a fast walk.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at her then. I guess. Oh no. If she's on the warpath, God only knows where she's up to. Andraste just slithers up to her with Evelyn on his back. Hi, sister. What you doing?
Nothing. Just getting a look around.
Come on. She'll just tap Andraste's back. He'll kind of growl a bit, but she'll be like, "Don't worry, it's just my sister. Come on, be nice."
Goes on him. See Andraste at the weight of her full plate armor. Cruises on the outskirts.
Probably just sit silently until she says anything, because Evelyn knows better at this point. Don't walk into that.
You've got dumb friends.
Aye.
Why is it that we've got to pick up after people's pieces?
Maybe because it's good. We're good at it.
Everything like that is sent. A dropout from the Lighthold Academy sent to the garden. Pick up the pieces, Jessamine. A dumbass who has ideals of peace. Traumatized from childhood, from any violence. Not my job to fix. Fix it, Jessamine. She just puts her head back on Andraste.
Boom. Boom. Just a full.
Only one of your friends I ever liked. Ever!
Oh, come on, you like Rokda.
I do, but he doesn't exclude. He's dumb and we had to fix him.
And look at how he's doing now. So much better for himself.
Lydia.
So much better for himself.
God damn.
Lydia is the daughter of fucking Lilith Jessamine with 6 older siblings.
Yeah. She's learned to speak her mind or get run over.
Yeah.
I just feel twinge in the back of my head.
You
as
either
I look
are
at
the
fucking
tank or
map.
you get run over by the tank.
Yeah. Goddamn, Lydia's the tank. They're stupid.
Aye. And they don't get better unless you fix them.
It's not my job, though.
Aye, what's your last name, Lydia?
Jessamine.
Then it means it's your job.
You ever heard somebody talk about peace, Evelyn?
Too much.
I don't like it. Makes Amaterasu angry. It doesn't make sense. You fight, you protect yourself, you protect your family's honor. If you die for it, you get acclaimed. That's how it works.
Aye.
You don't think they remember Corvus Jessamine because he went around handing out pamphlets, asking for a vote. Should we stop fighting? Killed the fucking admonition he did.
Aye. Peace to the valley, though.
Under one man. It's the only thing of righteousness you could say the Autarch ever tried to do. Didn't go around asking for bribes, asking for cloud-filled ideas. He stood up And he did it. He did it wrong. But he tried.
I start to think though, how much of him was it him being wrong and just Zaleska being an ass?
So what? Let's just say Zaleska didn't interfere then. The Autark gets his happy moment. Everything goes well. Concord's destroyed. We're supposed to give up land. Land that's ours.
I don't think even the Autark expected anyone to give up land.
He's expecting us to give up land because Asphodel's ours. The central region's ours. When the augury falls, the east is ours. You can see as she's talking, like the
I love her
almost
so much.
burn of the yellow flames behind her eyes.
Yeah, I love her so much. Aye, but we can't watch all of it. Somebody else will have to. Even in the West, we still need Jaumendi. We are but simple valley folk who know not the ways of their great western world.
Only thing I disagree with Mother about. The Roxans shouldn't be allies, they should be subordinates. In the way they are, they know it.
It's true, the Roxans cannot compare to us in strength or power. But they chose to help us. And that counts for something.
I chose to bend the knee, they did. We'd never do that. We'd never cow. In place of a fight, in place of a battle, great renown can be won. You heard Damon talk about him.
Aye.
You see how strong he is.
Aye, but if we fought everyone, we'd eventually be tired. We can't beat them all, sister, as much as
Back
we'd
to
like.
back, Eve. Give me credit.
I just got disconnected from the server, from tabletop.
Oh god, I'm
Fuck
scared.
died for a second.
I'll restart my stream just in case. Everyone died.
I joined your game and it put me in a solo game.
For sure.
Did it again.
Code doesn't currently exist. Oh, is that why it had a cloud like storage failure or something?
I just restarted. I'm gonna restart tabletop.
But
Give me more credit than that. I haven't practiced strategy as much as you, but I know that if you take enough breaks between the wars, as long as you can win the wars, you win the fucking wars.
aye, but if we can bring people to the table, like the Roxans, then we don't have to fight them. We're already stronger than them. That gives us enough.
It gives you enough.
Perhaps.
There's no glory in talking.
Think of it like this then. All the Autark did was talk, and everyone's remembering him still.
I died 2 days ago.
Aye.
See how he fares up to Corvus Jessamine.
Oh, no one can beat that though. That's unfair, Lydia. An unfair comparison.
You either write the history or you're rewritten on it. I won't be rewritten.
I don't expect my sister to lose to anyone. If the Jamendi couldn't beat us, not much less for the rest of them.
Don't care what you said earlier, not my job to fix them. Ill folk. When I sleep, Evelyn, I dream that I could be in battle. I dream of battles against everybody that I know. Of winning. And I win every time. Those are the best kinds of dreams. Those are the only dreams I live in.
Aye, sister, but battles can be more than swords and shields and fire and asterisms. Battles can be words on paper. If you get a better deal than everyone else, you've won. That's why we talked to the Adefians. That's why we made peace with the Roxans. That's why the Roxans wanted to join us instead of the augury.
You know, that only works out in books.
Aye. But maybe we're all living a story.
Whoa! Fourth wall!
Oh.
They put themselves out there. They protect one another to die. The West did it with Avanosh. We go to the Central region. More are gonna come against us. More are going to spite us. And more will kill. I'm done talking.
Alrighty.
Crosses her arms.
I respect your time. So I'll just ride on with Andraste with her on the back.
Just riding around.
Mhm.
Sure.
Hello.
Hey. Where are you going?
He probably headed towards the tavern after leaving the barn.
With your passive perception, you'd probably, on the outskirts, see them on Andraste.
Andraste is pretty big.
But I think instead, seeing that Lydia is no longer alone on the outskirts of town, he's gonna go back. Do a full 360 turn on a heel.
A 360?
Yeah. Or 180.
Just as a quick MJ spin.
Little toe stand.
Yep.
And he's just gonna he's just gonna hang out there for a little bit. Think on some things.
Alrighty. Rokada.
That's me.
As you continue with this map, you all eventually meander your way back, whether called by Jekt towards the end of the day or just returning.
Whenever everyone comes back, I'll probably just be around the map, and on a little piece of paper next to me, I just have a list of all the different areas surrounding Drathel, and I'll just cross off some of them will be crossed off, and on the I would have formed another map of ice, and those areas would be marked off from before as not possible, irregular kind of stuff.
I put it back on the table.
Okay, I'll circle the places again.
When Shoro eventually returns to the estate and sees you with the map, kind of walk by you and just kind of look at it over your shoulder.
Ah, welcome back.
He just kind of like puts his hand on your shoulder and just kind of, good work.
Your father didn't think so, but I appreciate it. I'm trying to figure out places surrounding Drathel that Avanosh might be using to either hide or plan an ambush. Do you know of any secret spots surrounding the city that might be able to hide someone like him? Your father said he wouldn't go to the wax fields and he wouldn't go to your lake. So I was thinking he's either heading towards Zaman, but that puts him on potential viewing from Deva, or he could go to the right and go along the cliffs, find a crevice or a cave to hide in, but the curtain would be at his back, so he'd be trapped in.
Cody, the one that he circled on the right side of Drizzle, that would be where I met him more, right?
Yes.
Well, on one hand, I think if he's working with Vociferae, he might try and avoid the lake because obviously fire and water don't really mix. However, if he's trying to draw me out for whatever reason, that could be exactly what he does. He goes to the place that I feel most comfortable here. Surprisingly.
He'll wave his
Or-
hand and that area gets unmarked. It's just still circled.
Or he could go here and then points to this one. That's kind of in the area where I met one of my other spirits. There's some cliff faces up there that you could hide on pretty easily.
Alright. By no means do I think we should go out and try and investigate these areas and try and find him, but keeping an eye in either of those directions would be good, I feel. And Jack doesn't listen to me, so I let you know so you can suggest it to him. I feel like any attempt we try to make to leave the valley or leave Drathel will be met with his swift vengeance once again.
Use that to our advantage. We know he's coming. Draw him in.
What we need is a good ambush site.
We need bait.
Yes, we do.
I've got an idea, and I'm gonna go find my dad.
You can go outside where he'd sent you all inside to wait for him. You go out. You can see him with a couple trackers, looking like a little bit towards the woods, where he had escaped from.
Jacked.
Hmm.
Got an idea about Jon Snow came up for a second, my bad. I've got an idea.
Got an idea.
I got an idea on how to turn this Avenant situation into our favor. We know we can't leave the city. He's likely watching it. He'll attack
Well.
the second we do. So let's use that.
Let's hold that thought. He kind of pats you and starts walking inside with you. What do you have first? Like, what do you got for me?
Oh. I know Rokita said that you don't think he would go to my lake. And on one hand, I somewhat agree. Because like I said to him, if he's working with Vociferae, he's probably not gonna want to sit somewhere really right next to water. But on the other hand, he said something yesterday when we were fighting. I almost feel like his goal is to draw Celios away from, to convince Celios that he's a better host.
As you all go up the stairs into the main room where everyone's at.
If you and all of them can delay your trip.
You're cutting out at the end, Calvin.
If you and the rest of them could delay yourselves just long enough for him to think that I'm alone, he might spring his own ambush, in turn letting us activate our...
You see he walks over and, well, that's a good idea. One little update to the map. And he flicks a piece of the ice off. Had a Vorgel runner come up. Watchtower outside of Zamon's destroyed. Delivered the news. Burnt. It's likely he's heading deeper into the forest.
At least that eliminates a few choices, and I'll wave my hand, and all of the options except for the one that he put down will move away.
Why would he go deeper?
Just man, you got a mind for combat?
Avanos didn't come here just by himself. When we tried to track any of the pack, not the pack, what the fuck? What's it? Pride, yeah. When we tried to track any of the Pride members in the West, they all up and vanished. So he probably has his friends camped out somewhere.
Hmm. Well, ever since the news, we've had an increase in report from Markazade activity from the missing brother. So they'll have a harder time moving around as well as Avanash will. There's a chance, if he wants safety, Or just a place to wait in general and not get caught. Kind of like weighs it in his head. He could go into the Daven Holy Lands of one of the Zolotl of Reverence.
Where's that at?
Monshaw, I remember you reading that one book that Jin got you?
Actually, I do think. On that.
Guess you might have read more of stuff not in the valley, though. You didn't really want to stay here.
Jekt. Avinash, is he brash, impatient? Do you know how he might think? What he might weigh as the best option?
Depends who he's fighting. Us? You?
Us.
He will want to kill as many of you as he can.
Would an alliance with Ajax be in benefit to that?
With what fucking cards?
Well, from when we came back, Ajax was occupying the city. He said he could, and I'll raise up my hands, do it whenever he likes. If mutually assured control over Drathel means the killing of you and us, I don't think it's out of the realms of possibility.
You think Ajax Deva would take help from a beast man?
You ever seen a Kismetan look at a beast folk?
Says the beast folk to the Kismet.
Yeah.
Yep.
You seen what grows in their eyes? You can see their brain working real hard. Davens think that of the Kismet.
Alright.
They think themselves a different level than you. Their pride would put... I hold my tongue.
Alright, so we won't get help from Ajax. Might be hiding in the Holy Lands.
Yep, the Holy Lands are gonna be the... fucking... how you work your little fucking ice map you got.
I just hold up a finger, tell me where to mark it.
The serrated edge.
Circle the serrated edge.
The boiling coast. And the watchful glades.
Where's the Watchful Glades? Oh, it's over here.
Those are the reverent spots of essentially what the Davens consider as gods of death. They call them Zolotl. Zoltol.
In my reading at school, Cody, have I ever heard of this before?
Make a religion check.
$21.
Nar. Davens are so
They're very far away.
out of the picture, out of anything in Valus is concerned.
You know, Rokita might have a point. there might not be an alliance between them, but Ajax may be accidentally helping him. If Avanash retreats into the Daven Holy Lands and we chase, that could just be the excuse Ajax wants to come after Drathel.
Oh yeah, no, it's a shit hand. It's a real shit hand. Though, if that happens, I wouldn't like to give it up if I didn't have to. But I've done talks with these two fine young ladies' mother of Occupation of the West, so.
So if this is where the burnt out tower is, if he wanted to go to the serrated edge, he'd have to do a very long loop, potentially going through the carving jungle.
Yeah, if he wanted to get up to the edge, he could take the mountains. He's fast enough.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
just
I think
mean
we can
crossing
rule
back
that
over
out.
here. If he goes down, he's heading toward Usakon and a few other outposts.
Uskon's augury territory, though.
So that's a no. It only leads
Leaves
west.
the coast.
That's heading into both Chashadon and Raushadon territory.
And
I got disconnected again, just so you know.
And I do want to point out the irony that the man running around with the very powerful fire spirit probably makes a lot of sense. He's going towards the boiling coast.
Yep. Yeah, they got their Zolatail that wander those fucking areas. I don't know if it's
Are they like singular creatures or are they multiples?
singular. Fucking beasts they are. Only ones that are forbidden for a Daven to use their asterism on.
Really?
Mm-hmm. We traded AJ for Calvin.
Hmm?
You disconnected from the table as AJ joined.
I'm still on it on mine.
I'm probably doing it.
Just gross.
It said David just failed the session as well. At least for
This
me.
is-
on my screen.
It says Steam peer-to-peer with Alanis has failed.
I just saw voice connect timeout across my screen in red letters. I don't know what that means.
Are you in here, David?
Steam
Yeah, it says I'm
P2P
still in there.
session failed with that dude playing.
It's
Oh
installed
well.
here.
Fuck am I know.
I can still
Oh.
see everything.
Oh, I'm disconnected from Steam entirely.
That's what happened to me.
Probably a Steam issue then.
Yep, so that's gonna be the issue there, but oh hell. Hard to say, hard to tell. Well, it seems like the coast, but more so what next move should be. Joe come up with a great idea of using him as bait. I like that one.
I can tell.
Maybe we just draw the prick out.
Shora really is the only one he truly wants out of the rest of us. He just wants to kill all of ourselves.
He doesn't want me.
You know what I mean.
He wants Celios. Because Celios makes Vociferae stronger.
You all are gonna have to be careful, though. I saw some interesting decisions there. Whenever we fought. And you are gonna have to focus on preservation, because if he gets one of you on the ground, he will not hesitate to finish you off.
Can't just go running in.
If someone goes down, that just might be the end.
Got a trick up my sleeve that I was saving for him, but caught us unprepared. I'll be damned if that happens again. We both may have spirits of flame, but there's one key difference between me and him. Avinash is just an asshole. I'm an asshole. But I'm the asshole that's watched all of the light in his life grow dim. And I have to be the only flame standing in the shadow of this world. Vociferate's coming with me.
I just kind of raised my eyebrow like, okay.
Well, rest on up and we'll head towards the boiling coast.
Alright.
Troy walks to his room.
Any objections to my esteemed guests?
No,
It's about
not from
as-
this side.
It's about as good as we're gonna get. So,
Not talking to you. Talking to the Jessamanes.
I don't think we could do much better. We don't know the terrain. Frankly, could be anywhere. The direction's a start.
I'll keep the Vogel runners on deck. Make sure that we can get any news that we can instantly.
I have something we can do in the morning too, to guarantee our journey a bit more.
Wonderful. Alrighty.
And I'll just stay with Lydia out here until bedtime.
Yeah. She'll just go back in and just kind of start sharpening her sword on her armor.
Fair enough.
Sharpen a sword. Do you want to wake up the next morning? Fully rested.
Whoa. Fully rested. Let me check my spell list.
We are currently on the 5th of Kylum. To anyone who it matters about, a month has passed. We're in a new month.
Woo.
To our resident sorcerer.
Thank you. I'm gonna swap some things up.
Probably not too much need for subtle spell in the valley.
No, not really.
You never know. You're gonna run into that one asteroids beast folk
That's
with counterspell
true.
and he's gonna kick your ass.
I'm just baiting you. Yeah. Ooh, you don't need any CC.
Ooh, hold person to that spell. Don't take it.
DM
Ooh.
deception.
Yeah. Let's roll.
Avinash is immune to cold damage because he's fire. Ooh.
I'm gonna roll DM persuasion.
If you get a nat 20, you get to pick AJ's spells for the month.
That's crazy.
Let's check this out. I'm gonna roll this public.
Gonna roll this public.
Okay. Well, hold
That's
on.
close.
I didn't roll.
Oh,
Hmm.
don't know if
I didn't
agree
roll
with
persuasion check. I just rolled a regular roll.
Oh, no, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
Right.
No, totally.
He'd let us reroll.
I'm swapping.
Yeah. Okay. That's not bad.
I'm
good job.
swapping Cody disguise self for mirror image.
He let us reroll.
Didn't beat the DC though.
Yeah. DC was actually
1.2 million.
1.3 million DC. You're swapping what?
Disguise
self
self
or-
for mirror image.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Really couldn't be a better idea.
I
have a special surprise inside for this motherfucker.
I like it. All right. As you all begin to head out. Yep.
Do it.
I got something to do.
Mhm.
Once we get out of Draythel, so I don't disturb the poor populace of Draythel,
Of course.
any more than I already have by making giant snakes and thorns appear everywhere.
Yeah.
Vamore, pull over real quick here.
Pulls over.
I can just get a bit more of a guarantee. And I'm sure it'll be interesting for you to see. Evelyn takes off her necklace, puts it on the ground, and over the, I think, 1 minute casting time, I cast Commune.
Ooh.
Hell
Ooh.
yeah.
That's a good spell.
As slowly the bones burrow into the earth, making rings upon of admonition bone. Until the large visage of the admonition sits directly above us in the sky.
You just see this ethereal snake break down from the sky.
I just look up. Oh, there he is.
And so do you know what the spell does, Cody, or do you want me to give you a quick read?
You can ask, right?
Yep, I can contact my deity or divine proxy and ask up to 3 questions that can be answered with a yes or no. And I receive the correct answers for each question. Unless he doesn't know. If he doesn't know.
What could the admonition not know?
Exactly.
Anything directly outside of his line of view. That's it. That's all it is.
He has he's like the moon. He can see one side of the planet at all times. He's like, I only see the lavender right now. Keep on over shit.
That's funny. Okay. As you all see this just flowing down, it lands almost in front of all of you. What would you like to ask?
Evelyn will go up. My lord admonition. Is Avanos Ravi heading towards the boiling coast?
You'd also probably see Lydia go down on one knee. As you see it just standing before you, you just feel a as a blast in your vision. You see an ocean lied out in front of you with sand. Volcanic geysers on the sand itself. You see the volcanoes on the geysers forming up into pillars that then shatter. So you see the sand kind of flowing by. You see a visage of stepping out onto the sand, Shoro. And back to the ocean, Avanash. You can see his eyes kind of like growing wide for a sec as you almost like zoom in and fire dissipates.
One question.
And you're kind of a little bit away from everyone, so yeah.
Yeah. My lord admonition. Has he brought any of his pride members here with him?
see it going out, and you can see almost like lights all across the valley, as if you're seeing it from the sky, light up of different areas. But as it swoops back into the coast, you just see Avanash there.
My final question, my lord admonition. Is Zaleska Katha still in Equinox?
This is a fun one.
Yeah.
I was gonna do it in a different way, but this works, I suppose. The admonition is very quiet.
Ponders.
And it gets close, and as you... How do I want to do this? Because this is probably the best way to do it. Yeah, fuck it. When I say ball, you say ball. Ball.
Ball.
Yeah. Thanks, Vic. You see... Sorry, that was villainous. Almost like pulsing in front of you, similar to Junia's vision. Coiling through bodies piling. You see Equinox. It's a huge city, so overall it's good. But the center is in a ruin. Where the fuck is this playlist at? There we go. As you zoom in, you can see some of these bodies have dirt on them. Dug up. As your vision coils like a snake down to the earth, you can see on one of the carts of bodies, Abigail's. As the admonition fills her vision and you see through the eyes on this cart.
Let's go.
Tossed off into a pile that is quickly set ablaze. Unnaturally in this undead body now. The eyes coil and move around, and you see other piles of bodies all burning as well. And you see Zaleska. Upon a large stage.
Citizens of the Army, listen.
We stand in the aftermath of the terrorism that took place. Caused by none other than the Heavenly Concord. Shoro Morningstar did not back down. Embraced the spirits in front of us. Did not deny interlopation of communion. Autopsies have been done of the many sentinels I killed. They all, in one way or another, show spiritual energy within them. Show connection to the blank and spirits.
Sentinels have killed our god.
And it is up to me, in his place, to finish his will. To destroy the Concord. A first of many enemies. You see augurymen and harbingers just like all around. You can see a lot of like just civilians here too, though.
Vengeance starts now.
And you can see as she steps out of the way from Junya's perspective as the flames start covering her vision. The rest of you feel the ground tremble. As Evelyn is still in this state. And a beam of light crests to the sky. As you see as she steps out of the way, Crane, standing upon the Calum stage, within what was the Bacilla of the Autarch. And you see Zaleska put both arms out as the spirit of ascension matches her pose in the sky.
Ascend, claim my soul. Grasp divinity and trespass into the domain of the gods.
As a wave goes out through the sky. And you see him bathed in glorious white light. As he steps out of it into the aristocracy. You see a figure, pure white. A black, hollow sigil upon his chest, red eyes with horns that go up. Walking like an angel birthed. Just a robe from the waist down and a cloak of pure white as the skin of snow fades to black and obsidian upon his hands. The ascended Crane Azura.
Fucking Christ.
You see as he steps forward.
Vengeance for the Autarch.
As the vision ends. You will see the spirit of ascension still in the sky, miles and miles, hundreds of miles away.
The bones from the ground disapparate. The spirit of the admonition vanishes from the sky. Evelyn picks up her necklace, puts it back on.
There's a bit of a difference also than we've seen the spirit of ascension. I'll just put in the bestiary, or the light of ascension, I believe is what it's called.
Yeah, we saw the fake one.
Yeah. Which I will repost in here. As well as the what was not replicated of the essentially sphere that came down of energy being like grasped and put into Crane.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty dope.
As you all are there.
Just kind of staring up at the far distant spirit in the sky.
Yeah, it's beyond gargantuan. This would be a titanic creature. It is just in the air, a monumental show.
If only that one was fake too.
It is, yeah, it's even bigger than the previous one. It is like you're not blinded like you were with John Mendes either. It's not pure light. This is power. It's easy to understand why now seeing this, why they treated the Autarch as a god when he ascended. And why they did when he did it again. You are looking at divinity.
Evelyn goes back to the group. Aye, sure. We better get a move on. Avanos is where you thought he'd be. And if you don't get done with this fast, that's coming to your doorstep. And she gets back on the carriage that they were in.
One problem at a time.
One day at a time.
Just put one foot in front of the other.
Sure, of spirits having a mental breakdown.
Door.
Alright. As you all continue on into the jungles, passing the watchtower, you see the charcoal around it, primarily wooden and stone. You see crumbled stone and charcoal. And you can see Davins kind of off in the distance, just kind of like stare at you as you go by. As you head into the Valley of Aeons. And that's where we're on the session tonight.
No!
Next episode, fuck up Avanosh!
God damn it.